Hello, everybody, and welcome back to ESN. We're here for coverage of the AWSCO Windows Cup Series. It's all come down to this in the regular season, as the Cup Series field takes on the joint largest track on the schedule, joint largest oval track on the schedule. It's Pensacola. Have already taken on the Cup Series. Have already taken on a 3-mile oval earlier in the season in the iRacing AWSCO All-Star Race at iRacing Super Speedway earlier. But this would be the first points race at an over 2.5 mile oval. It'll be our just one of two Talladega in the playoffs, being that other one. But Pensacola is going to be the racetrack that decides the playoff field here in the inaugural AWSCO Windows Cup Series season. We've already had our regular season finale in the Snapdragon Continental Series yesterday. It was just about as dramatic as you could get, with cars, with all sorts of playoff scenarios kind of unfolding rather quickly in that race. We had a walk-off win by the 96 of Lynn Oswell, securing her place in the playoffs. In that series, we might very well see a similar situation here with just one spot in the Cup Series field on points on the line. Both of our three drivers are in the playoffs currently without a win, but both Yappy Malakson and Jocelyn Nihale being at the sharp end of the regular season standings are locked into the field, so their spots are secured. But that last playoff spot is up for grabs right now. It's likely between Felicia Vancy in the 1 and Audie Stoneman in the 10. Both of them have been very consistent this season, and it's gonna come down to just 1 point between those. It's gonna come down to just 1 point between those two drivers, as they'll take the green flag here, with a few other competitors kind of on the edge of being able to point their way in the playoffs. But it's going to take a lot for either Lori Schliechenbach, Nietzsche Garstone, or Janet Parkings to make it. They're 29, 35, and 38 points respectively out of behind the cut line. But with theoretically 5 drivers all mathematically eligible to make the playoffs on points here to fight for that last spot. Ellie, what do you think of what's going to happen here? I mean, we saw something similar in the Continental race, but there we had a lot of our the points battle was kind of taken care of early. It all kind of came down to the possibility of a new winner in that race. What do you think will happen in this race?
I think the points race will be very competitive here, and I'm not sure about the chances of a new winner here. I mean, I will give it a 50-50. Looking at the Fast 10, especially, it's just definitely going to be a very competitive race, especially for people trying to get some points in here. I know it's going to be a great track for points if you do really well here, but I can't really make out who is going to do well here specifically on points unless we really start looking at the starting grid. But I feel like that's a bit early to do that right now.
Yeah, I think Liam in yesterday's pre-race show got things right when he said that the keys to the race is to just survive and win. This is the kind of race where you just want to where the key to the race is to just not crash. I mean, it sounds simple, and it's really the only thing you can really do to secure yourself. Well, that's the primary thing, I should say. I would add another thing to that, based on the observations I make from yesterday's race. There's a second thing that I'll bring up in a little bit, but the primary objective, especially early on in this race, is to just survive and don't crash. That's going to be the thing. If you're going to points race, you obviously have to finish well, and you can't finish well if your car's taking a beating in the first third of the race. The problem is, of course, this is a super speedway. There is no real safe spot at this in a super speedway race. We've seen cars from experience watching these races. We've seen cars wreck from the front, from the middle, from the back. Even if you're not in the draft, the main pack, they find a way to crash. There really is no safe space, no safe place on a super speedway race, and even at a track as wide as big as Pensacola, that's definitely been true here. We
Drivers,
saw that in the
to your
Continental race as well.
cars.
Yeah, and even if you're not directly in that crash, but you're just behind it, that could also split you up. And if you're trying to do good on points here, you don't want to get stuck behind some slow pack that's just dragging you behind the front or middle of the race. Even the middle is a little not the best kind of place you want to be in if there is a big crash. You're going to want to kind of stay out close to the front, especially early on, which is why starting out front is really good in super speedways here. I think that is going to benefit a lot of drivers here, but you're really going to want to avoid those big crashes as much as you can as well, I think, because getting split up into packs is really going to hurt your chances at doing good on points here.
Yeah, speaking of splitting up into different packs, that's the other thing I wanted to mention is that the other main point that I want to bring up in terms of what I think your keys to the race are going to be. It's going to be executing on pit road. If you do get a green flag cycle, it's gonna be all about making sure you minimize the time you lose in general. You minimize your time on pit road. You want to make sure you're coming in with a good pack of cars, and you want to make sure that you're coming out with a good pack of cars, because you want to make sure you want to maintain the draft as much as possible at a drafting track like this for obvious reasons. And that's something we've seen. That's something we saw late in the Continental race, is that we had a green flag cycle, and that kind of filtered cars out a little bit. A few cars were kind of taken out of contention there at the end.
Yeah,
So that's the thing, I think, is that you want to make sure you don't lose too much time on pit road as well. Mistakes coming into pit road are also another danger point. I think this track's pit lane entry isn't too bad. I think it's not as unforgiving as some other drafting tracks, but that's something you need to make sure. That's another thing. You just need to make sure you keep tidy, because when it comes to super speedway racing, on the long run, it's all about minimizing the time you lose.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is here is you're definitely going to want your pit crew warmed up. Like you were saying, you want to get out of the pits with a good pack, because as we saw yesterday, there was packs who were way too slow. And if you're one of the better drivers out there, there's not much you can do about that, because you're just not really catching a draft. And if you're not catching a draft here, you're not going anywhere. You're not getting ahead. You're not making passes. You're not doing much at all. It's going to be a really hard fight if you're not out of the pits with a good pack. So that's where we're going to really see some of the drivers here maybe get pushed back, especially drivers who are kind of underdogs, who have hopes of getting a win here, who haven't gotten a win or doing good on points. We're going to see some even drivers who are relatively good drivers, but they just don't have a locked-in pit crew here. We're gonna see them maybe fall back for a bit. So I think pit strategy is definitely going to be a big factor.
Yeah, and with that, I think it's a good time to pivot to looking at our starting lineup here. Looking at our front row, it's the 62 of Hollis Jukovic on pole. That's your Daytona 500 winner, continuing her good form on the super speedways here. Starting on the outside of row one, it's Priya Dalad in the 55. Definitely, I think one of the best strategy racers in this series, both as team and driver. We'll see if strategy does become a factor. If we do get a green flag cycle, we'll see what the 55 team can do with that, because they've been very good at optimizing their pit cycles whenever they've run well. On row 2, you have Fabrizio Tolaron and Cinlia Rariston. Row 3, Andrea Davison and Yappy Malks in a red racing lockout there. Row 4, Dara Reister and Mika Haurina, and rounding out the top 10, the 96 of Angeli Rugatino and the 52 of Rachel Cole. A couple more notables here are in-season tournament competitors, the 92 of Michaela Yatica and the 9 of Carly Byrne as well. Yatica starting in 12th, just on the outside of the top 10 there. Carly Byrne starting dead last outside of row 20 at the very back of the field. I'll see how that shapes up, but I mentioned the back of the field as well. That's where Felicia Vancy is also starting outside of row 17. That's 34th place. Audie Stoneman is in the midfield, starting in 24th as well. Looking at where the 827 and 72 are. I think they're all just about there as well. 72 is in 28th. The 27 is on the 27 and 8 are on share row 16. The 31st and 32nd. All of our drivers, kind of in that points bubble, are all kind of there and thereabouts in that midfield. We'll see. We'll see how that pans out for them. That's probably the most dangerous place to start a race, I would say.
I was going to say that. You don't really want to start midfield here, especially super speedway. Starting out back isn't as worrying. You can get a good draft partner and fly past the midfield. The midfield tends to pack up so much and just doesn't really get anywhere. And for a lot of the drivers trying to get in on points or just do good on points here and just stay in the playoff bubble, it's kind of not the best look for you in terms of where you're starting. I would be very worried about where I'm starting if I'm starting in the midfield here. I mean, we saw yesterday some of the drivers who started out back ended up getting a decent drafting partner and getting a better track position. I'm not too sure on starting in the middle here. I just feel like for some of the drivers here, it's just not going to be a great position to be in.
Yeah, at least if you're starting out back, you can kind of use that. Because you don't have that many cars behind you, you can kind of use that to kind of hold back a little bit, maybe filter onto the inside and kind of start making moves there. But if you're in the middle on the outside lane, that's kind of a bit of a hairy position to be in because you're kind of locked into where you are in the pack.
Yeah.
And that can cause some big problems when they start going 3-4 wide early on in the race, anyways.
And we do tend to do that here. Drivers tend to go three or four wide here. It's a wide track.
Yeah, we saw quite a bit of that early on, and that's kind of where our initial incidents came from. Although, I say that, in the Continental race, we mostly just had a bunch of small to medium sizes, as we didn't really have a big one in the traditional sense in the race yesterday. We'll see if that holds in the Cup Series, considering the big wrecks at Daytona came in the Continental Series, more or less. Well, we'll see whether or not that stays the same for the Cup Series here. We might actually see quite a few cars at least contending for a while.
Something interesting that we did see at the Darlington race, after the Continental race, the Cup drivers crashed less, I would say, and I think it's more so of the Cup drivers kind of gauging what happened in the Continental race. So I do expect some crashes here, obviously. Pensacola is a high-action, aggressive track, but I wouldn't be too surprised if we see a little less crashing here, kind of based off of the drivers possibly just gauging what we saw off of the Continental Series here yesterday.
Yeah, that's pretty much going to be the bulk of what we have to say about this track. It's all going to be up to the drivers now. And with that final playoff spot on the line, we'll see what everyone has in store here. With everything, with a lot of drivers hungry for that win, it's gonna be a real show to behold. And I think some of these drivers are gonna be doing a lot to try to get themselves up front, to put themselves in the best chance of winning. With that, I think we'll send things over to the booth now for the beginning of the race. Well, definitely see you guys for the mid-race report later on here in the studio, and if necessary, I think Nelly will be on pit road as well, just to see what kind of if there's any cars that have problems in the first half of the race. And with that, we'll take you back to the booth now. We'll see you guys a bit later on here in this race.
And welcome to the Pensacola Super Speedway here in Pensacola, Florida. This is the first time the Cup Series is going off to this city here in the Panhandle of Florida. I'm Echo. I'm joined by Data Dragon in the booth. You're one of the people who's kind of christened us on Pensacola. What do you expect from this race, considering what we saw last night? And do you think that we may see some playoff drama, or do you think we're going to see the playoff race get completely knocked out within the first 5 laps, like we saw last night?
I could see that possibly. Something else I pointed this out before we came on air. This race will probably play out in 2 phases. I would say you're not done qualifying until the first wreck happens, because we do not know what we probably won't get an actual race, kind of like how the Continental race started with a small wreck and then it calmed out. Besides a couple of small wrecks, even though we did see a car completely tumble. I think in 1 and 2, it was at 3 and 4.
It was 1.
Yeah.
It was like the entry of
It
1.
should be a wild race. 5 pit stops. A long night ahead for these drivers.
Yeah, we're kind of expecting to see a decent few pit cycles at the very least.
Yeah.
From what we know, the fuel window is about 30 to 32 laps, somewhere around there. We saw cars pit around the 30 lap mark in yesterday's race.
Yeah.
We've got 167 laps this time, so 500 miles of racing here from Pensacola. With that being said, let's go through our starting grid. I will give everyone as well here a refresher on where everybody stands playoff-wise. Row 1, Halis Jukovic, 2-time winner this year. She won back at Daytona. She starts on the pole. She's alongside Bria Delade, who's won 3 times this year. Row 2, Tabrizia Tolerone and Cinlia Rareston, who's a 2-time winner this year. Row 3, Andrea Davison, who won back at Charlotte, and Yappy Malikson locked into the playoffs on points. Row 4, the 17, Dira Reister, and the 34, Mika Harina, who has 2 wins. Row 5, 2-win driver Angeli Rugutino is alongside Rachel Cole. Row 6, it's the 21, Amani Wandayo, and the 92 of Michele Yatica. Row 7, the 42 of Meika Gennaro, and the 46 Jan Fianaga, who won back at Lausitzring. Row 8, the 2 of Isa Ijapida, and the 60 of AWSCO. Row 9, the 99 Marisha Vebels, the winner at Las Vegas, and Jocelyn Nihale locked in on points. Row 10, the 16 Skyan Jetta, and the 38 Youngwei Ku. Row 11, the 31 Taylor Happerman, winner at Texas, and the 39 Lily Tauberson, who's won twice. Row 12, the 3 Mia Marino, and Audie Stoneman, one of those drivers in that points battle. She comes in 1 point behind the cut line. Row 13, the 98 Ava Jarsraj, who's won twice this year, and the 26 Sophie Chantaze. Row 14, the 91 Alicia Byrne, and the 72 Janet Parkings. Parkings is 38 points behind the cut line. She is mathematically able to make it in on points. It's pretty unlikely, though. Row 15, the 93 Irina Tosima, who's won 4 times this year, and the 6 of Gianni McJasmina, who won back in Montreal. Row 16, a couple drivers just behind the cut line. Laurie Schliesenbach in the 8, she's 29 back, and the 27, Nietzsche Gardston, 35 back. They both need a miracle to make it on points. Row 17, the 20, DeGabi Gabriella, and the 1 of Alicia Vanzi, who comes in +1 right now. Row 18, the 19 of Arlen Handstrom, winner who won last week in Darlington. She's got 2 wins this year. And the 13, Yania Waterton, winner at Kentucky. Row 19, the 18, Periala Contes, winner at Denver. And the 71, Abby Little, who won at Michigan. In row 20, the 82, Pace Laniria, and the 9 of Carly Byrne. If I didn't mention where the driver stands, or if they have a win, they have to win this race. There is no 2 ways about it. They'd have to win to get in. We have 5 drivers that could theoretically take that final spot on points, but it's, 21 that could theoretically get in just if they win this race. So we saw somebody Hail Mary their way in last night. Lynn Oswell, well outside the cut line. She wasn't even close.
That was wild.
But she managed to steal it on the last lap to advance into the playoffs. Do you think we see something like that here, or do you think it'll be points that determines it?
Well, like I said, I won't know until after the first caution because that kind of almost dictated Continental a little bit.
Yeah, it did actually.
Because, yeah, like I said, we're racing to the first caution, then the actual race happens.
And I'm sure if these drivers know they're racing to the first caution, that's not going to help them with not being aggressive.
Yeah.
Well, Halis Jukovic, who won back at
This will
Daytona...
be one of their...
Go ahead.
And as you pointed out, these guys are running under restrictor plates. Funny enough, I'm more used to being at a little faster. Just a little bit.
Yeah, typically we
That's
see this
correct.
track without plates. All right, pace car pulls off. Yukovic and Dalad lead them to the green. We are racing at Pensacola in the regular season finale.
Oh, 3 wide early.
Yep, they'll jump out.
Inside is
They'll jump out of line pretty frequently.
We'll say that inside is gonna be preferred. 'Cause
Inside
you're gonna
also-
drift back a bit on
The inside also just looks a little more formed up right now. Granted, we're not even up to speed yet, so.
Yeah. The question is, do we make it this lap? Green?
Probably. They're
Looks
still
like
getting
we
up to
will.
speed.
Oh, hopefully
Never
we
say
just
never,
didn't
though.
commentators curse these women. Yeah. Everyone together.
Yep, they'll make it. Yukovic will, in fact, end up leading the first lap as well in the 62 car. So the Daytona winner leads the next Super Speedway lap just about 7 months later.
Yep.
They're starting to fan out
Oh,
towards the back,
I'm
but it's not too
seeing
bad right
the
now.
McDonald's car, so when it's close there, they're touching.
But that's the 10 and the 72.
Those two in the back are touching. Yeah.
And they're near the
good.
1 as well.
I was nervous for a second the way they were leaning.
Again, here's the thing: if you're 4 wide, the spot I'm worrying about if they're 4 wide is not in the corners; it's in the straightaways. That's when they just tend to lean on each other. But Halis Jukovic has led the opening 2 laps, which is something I did not think we'd see.
Yeah. Hey, the 14 car led the most laps, even though it was only 14.
It was 21 laps she led
But-
last night.
Struggled at the end of it. Yeah, which was a fifth of the race.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jukovic still out front. I'm kind of surprised that Jukovic
Oh
has
boy,
stayed out front.
71-18. Just showing she knows how. Maybe she's just good at these Daytona or Florida speedways, super speedways.
Well, to be fair, this is only the second one we've run all
42,
season.
16.
Ooh,
Ah!
teammates. Yeah, they're good.
You saw what I saw with the 46?
I
and
did.
42.
I
Oh
did
my
see
goodness.
it.
Yeah. Oh, and we're 4 wide. Could we lose? Most of the field in the first wreck is now what I'm wondering. Oh boy.
Jukovic still holding on to the lead. How about Felicia Vancy? She was gone from well in the back all the way up here towards the front of the field. And she's well clear of the mess.
You could also, yeah, you could also say that for the 82 who like started last.
The 9 started dead last. Look at where she is.
And she's about to lead, or was.
Well, she's in the outside
Kind
lane.
of stuck on that high group.
Hey, we got a new leader. It's DeGabby Abriella in the 20 car.
Yep.
And she's got her teammate with her too, Janet
Look-
Parkins in the
look at
72.
that. Yeah. Did you see that? Did you see the straight line speed of the 62? Even on the high side, almost got the lead back.
Gabriella didn't even get to hold the lead. She got it for the lap, and that was it. Parkins has now gone by.
Yep.
I think we've made it further than Continental did, haven't we?
I think so.
Yeah, literally, I think every one of these drivers
this-
that are technically on the cut line is up here, except for the 10. The 10 is actually kind of hanging towards the back right now.
maybe trying to cycle down to the bottom.
Probably.
There's the four wide, almost 5 wide with the 1593-91 moment.
Yeah, if I'm
I thought
if there's a guaranteed rack, it would be if they go 5 wide.
Me same day racing to a caution, and they're it's orderly chaos right now. I think it's the best word.
I'm not really sure how we
Oh,
have
well,
it
look
ranked
at
yet.
that.
Here comes Abby Little in the 71.
And you know, I was talking about Rex. We're totally gonna jinx them. I'm positive that 15 that Napa car is going to be the one who causes the wreck, wherever they're running right now, because they're half in the lane, half not. Oh boy, there we go.
Nah, it's gonna be the 99.
Someone by the wall. 60. That's the 62. Oh, 5.
There were
4.
5
No,
very
back to 4.
briefly, but I think
We
that
had 5.
it's siphoned back out.
Yep. Monster car out front.
It's Abby Little in the 71.
This time.
We've made it longer than
Anyone
I
can
thought
win
we'd
the
make
race.
it. Most of my test races didn't even
Yeah.
get this far.
160 to go. No.
Although, frankly, I think I had one test race that made it 19 laps under green. So,
Yeah.
but we're still green so far. And Abby Little's out front.
Yeah.
Taylor Happman is second. There's Jocelyn and Nihil third. Yenfi Yanaga. Top 4, all drivers with wins as they cross the line.
Yep.
And then you got Tabrizi Toleran doing an absolutely insane dive bomb to go 4 wide into turn 1.
Yep.
Just why not? You know?
Yeah. And you know who I was talking about who I thought was going to cause the wreck? They're third now. There's the 15.
I don't think there's ever a guarantee on who's going to cause a wreck at this track. There's pretty much anybody who's in
just
a bad
one of their-
spot.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of,
And this is a bigger wreck. than
8 car, Sash Liesenbach,
Oh, you got 2?
32, 34, 64.
4 card.
Looks like 5 cars got
Okay.
stacked up.
8 car. Okay.
That was
Huh.
actually a lot tamer than I thought it would be.
Yeah. By the way, they pit now. They are going to be on fumes, going 30 laps each.
30 laps each, so what?
'Cause-
We're at 9. They go 30 laps. I think
Yeah.
they'd have to pit with around 7
They're
to
still
go.
short. Yeah, they actually are still. Yeah.
Hey,
Oh!
Rachel Cole just decided
46.
to spend the 46 out for no real reason there.
Okay.
I mean, it's probably fine. I don't.
By the way, our
it-
pole sitter was in that wreck
was she?
because the 62's back there.
She's at the back. She might have just slowed up from it.
Yep. Oh, there's the 46 getting back. I don't think she's happy.
Well, let's see. I think the 1 and the 10 both got through that. Oh yeah, the 10 was in front of it.
Oh, we have a retirement.
That's the 8 of Schliesenbach. She
Where
was
were they in points?
a car that was in the point battle. However, she was 29 back of the cut line, so it would have taken a miracle for her to even get in on points. But that will officially
Yep.
do her playoff hopes in.
Yep. She'll actually get last car too. Oh, we have the 18 staying out.
I think there's a few cars staying out here.
Yeah.
It looks like the 18 is going to stay out. She might be the only one.
And
62.
is it 62 to try to get her track position back?
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're not going to pit. Yeah.
My game's like half lagging, so I'm just gonna save just to make sure we don't lose anything here.
Okay. 1, 6, 8. Clear. 1, 6.
We'll watch the race out of pit road, and then we'll go back and see what happens. 31 wins the race out. It was mostly just, I said it's mostly just slash and goes, but it's not. There is a fair, I think everybody's doing 4 tires and fuel here. Alright, I guess. Sure. Here's these cars. I think it just ends up being the 8 gets kind of touched in the quarter panel by the 34 and...
Oh, I am not... I think the 62 got through their power sketch. That was close. Ugh. Yeah, this is going to be close.
Hey, yeah, she's good.
Yeah, lucky. I'm
Hilariously,
one retirement.
Hilariously, by the way, the 62 was the only Atlantic racing car to get through that clean. All her teammates were in that, except for the 62. Because the 34, 64, and 32.
Yeah. Light's still on the face car.
Yeah, we're still going to be under caution for another lap here at the least. But, hey, that does mean, you know, with how everything's looking, we still have a battle. I mean, what, the 10 and the 1 are both still in the race, and I think they're both scot-free in terms of damage.
We got no ass.
I think the 27 had got a little bit of damage from that, but...
64, they chopped the rear. That's going to be a car to watch.
Well,
I don't think they have a spoiler.
Nah, she does. She's got the spoiler there.
Okay, she
Just
does.
there barely.
Does, okay. Yeah.
Again, I should remind people of the minimum speed procedure here, but it is the cutoff point is 1 minute 2 second laps. If you're running slower than that, then that's an immediate park. If you're running faster than that, you'll get 1 shot to blend into the pack, and if you don't do it after that, then you'll get parked. But a single file restart should probably calm them down.
Yeah, what's going to be interesting is about 20 laps from now, those front 2 are going to peel from the pack.
Yeah, they didn't pit. They didn't take... So they haven't taken fuel, but...
Yeah.
The good news for these two, at the very least, is that they'll have each other to draft off of, assuming they don't pit independently of each other.
Or they don't get separated when they start racing again. They actually need to stay together, I would think.
To be fair here, they'll probably, if they pit at the same time, if they come on a pit road at the same time, that won't really matter. They'll just draft each other off the pit road.
Yeah, true.
Lights are out, so we are going to go back green.
So we have like 4 or 5 cars on that speed procedure.
Speed watch, pretty much. I'll be watching their speed. If they blend in, also I need to give them like 3 to 4 laps just to get up to speed. It takes a while to get up to speed. Excuse me.
Yep.
It takes like 3 laps to get properly up to speed here.
Yep. Pensacola, a track where the turns are as equally as long as the straightaways, it feels like.
Honestly, probably not even wrong. The turns are very wide here. They're not even banked that high. They're only banked around 26 degrees.
Yeah.
It's just complemented by the fact that they're so long and wide that it doesn't really make a difference. That's also kind of the straightaways are also kind of short.
Tires. Yeah, but that's also why tires don't really matter. But it's also probably why we might see a car be able to hold the lead, kind of like the 62 did a little bit in the opening.
It also kind of just depends on if you have that good car roll.
Yeah.
I think I was mentioning this yesterday, but sometimes just during the cycles, you'll just get that good car roll and just stay out front for a little bit, and just kind of control the pace of the race. Like we saw that with Edelstein yesterday, and we'll probably see it again here at some point in the early run.
Yeah. I will point out, if the 62 and 18 are in the middle of the pack when they need to pit, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah,
those two could run out field if they're stuck in the middle line.
That probably would not be ideal. I mean, alternatively, they could just try to dive to pit road and cause a wreck in the middle of the pack if they feel like it.
Get lucky. Yeah, that way. 18, and there we go.
Green flag is back out. It's kind of back here that we're watching the speed.
Yeah, but
we're not gonna
we'll go back to them.
We'll give them a bit here. Lead change.
And there goes the 62 back up front. And here comes the 22.
There's Davison. It's a lot of drive. I think all of the top 6 right now all have wins. Well, not anymore.
There
the
goes
15s
the 22.
just come up here.
I think the 22 is about to get the lead. Yeah.
How much can these cars kind of get? They're not actually that far off.
They're not that far off, but I'm slightly worried. If anything, we didn't lose many cars.
Well, we only had one car actually retire from that, which probably good. Meanwhile, they're going 4 wide here. The thing here about this is that 4 wide is actually not that bad unless it's like a bunch of cars all trying to do it at the same time. Once they get when they restart single file, they actually kind of don't really do it as often.
Remember how I said that we were racing to the first caution and now the actual race begins? This is kind of what I was talking about. We got 2 that cannot keep the draft at all. And those 2. And what's this?
Well, they're still getting up to speed. We haven't even run a full lap.
Still getting up to speed, but that they're not part of the.
They're only about 2 seconds off, but we'll see.
Yep. Anyways, it's a mess in the middle.
Yes, it is. What in the absolute goofiness are they doing here?
Yeah, what are they doing?
And we're fine.
And we're fine, yeah. Okay.
We'll just ignore it. There we go. They are running 102s. Okay. Again, they don't get parked unless, we get to the end. They get to the end of their time. I will keep an eye on their delta to the leader.
Their split.
Yeah.
Yeah. We do have some guys just hitting back though. We actually have the pack is split.
Do we have a bit of a split pack? Yeah, we do kinda. Oh, the 1 is actually kind of off this, kind of gotten hurt by this split. That is very big for the playoff race because the 10 actually is still in the pack.
Yeah.
Now,
or are they hanging back because of this?
I could see that, honestly.
Yeah. Here comes an interesting moment. I wouldn't want to be the spotter of these 2 cars coming down along the inside. very similar colors.
Oh yeah, the 93 and the 82. Can't even tell them apart by manufacturer.
Yeah, we have a trio. Yeah, then we have the slow group, and then we have someone running by themselves, like their backs aren't enough to be running by themselves. Oh, crap. That's four. That's 2 rows of 4 wide. 60. 60.
Doesn't look.
Okay. Yeah.
I'd say it doesn't look too bad. Actually, she'll slot in. She actually just slotted in.
21. 21.
If I'm worried, it's the 21 and 16, but I think they're okay. They actually got they actually got separated.
Yeah. By the way, 62's back up front. I'm not sure where the 18 went.
Let's see if we can find where the 18 went. Oh, right there.
Oh, right,
At the very
right.
back of this pack.
Okay.
How many cars are in this pack?
Yeah, and they have literally. Yeah, there's that trio. That
29.
Yeah,
Oh
they're
yeah, there's
hanging
this
back
group that's
here.
just kind of hanging back. They're not actually off the draft too badly, to be fair. They could actually reel the draft back in here.
Yeah. What is the delta on our? Might as well ask. What's the delta on our?
So let's see. They're down to 19. Down to 19 seconds. Again, they're running about. Oh wow. Okay. Well, to be fair, they're also running side by side. But...
Yeah.
Let's see. How many seconds off are they off the lead? Like, off the leaders? Like,
Like
6
6.
seconds, I think. I think that's how math works.
There's a chance they're not dealing with them by the time the 62 pits in 18 pit. I think.
Well, they won't be dealing with them regardless, to be
30.
fair.
Yeah. Like I said, that 62 is a very interesting car being up here because it needs the pit.
She's got to
Earlier
pit early on,
than anyone
but
here.
also I think another thing that they might be betting on here, and I would put
This
good
was
money on
working
this.
again.
They might be betting that there's going to be another caution. Because I mean, look at this pack.
How are we not wrecking? We asked that also during the start of this.
Well, yeah, we made it 9 laps without a wreck. That's got to be like a record or something.
Yep.
Well, it's probably not because I had a test race that went 19 without a wreck, but.
Also, these cup drivers might just be smarter. They know how to race chaotically 4 wide.
Maybe.
But I'm seeing like multiple cars rubbing while I'm saying that.
Ooh, dear, the 16 I think almost got hooked by the 60 there.
Yeah.
That was very close. Hey, there's 2 teammates. There's the North Star teammates of Cole and Dejavida.
Opening 67 laps is going to be the more interesting part because we're not into the Continental race start and lap count. When it gets to 100 to go, we'll probably have a better idea.
Meanwhile, lead change. 98.
Yep.
But for how long? Because here comes the 27. Hey, you know the 27 and the 1 were both in that pack that was kind of trailing off from the lead?
Yeah, they got back.
They're now at the
There's
lead.
the 1. Yeah. This lead pack has also picked up their pace. Ooh.
They are going a little bit faster. You are correct on that.
Yeah.
These cars are a bit
There's
slow.
Theo's too.
Okay, what is going on with the
37.
32? They're
Oh my God,
37
they're-
back, so...
They're catching him quicker than we think.
Well, once they get into around 45-ish, that's when
That's
I'm
about
gonna...
2 laps away.
Yeah, that's when I'll
What?
tell them to pull over.
Yeah. I don't think they have gone. Yeah, they have not. They're unable to get single file. Those two slow cars.
They'd be faster if they were going single file.
Yeah. They're probably about 2 more laps before they might need
42. So wait, it was 37 to 42. Yeah, they'll get 1 more lap, and then after that, I'll park them.
And yeah, and then we have those groups that are 29 and 20.
Again, keep in mind that the gap here that we're watching is 58 seconds. Around there, basically.
Yeah.
So 58 is where the leaders would be. You know, there's not a single instance of 4 wide right now, somehow.
Yep.
And that's with a pack with
like
about, how many cars in it? 32?
Smarter.
Maybe.
Yeah.
If we go off Continental, so let's see, we still have 5 stops left, right?
Yeah.
So if we go off Continental, we'd have, theoretically, if we go green to the end, we'd have 7 drivers left in the lead pack at the end if we get 5 stops and we lose 5 cars each from the pack each time.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's if they also do decide to go. I'm very curious the fuel mileage that 62 and 18 are going to get. That's going to be interesting. They're probably going to try to... Yeah, I'm also watching the average pace of the leader, and that's interesting. Just to see that go back up.
Okay, they've actually single filed out now, but that's probably because they got to come to pit road. Davison out front now in the 22 car.
They're entering the blend line.
Yeah, they're already in.
Yep, there they come. Okay, they raced into the pit lane.
Okay, so for the 13 and the 64, these two are a little off the pace. These two are pretty close to that 102 mark. Actually, just barely. The 13 is not meeting it, but...
But has a drafting partner.
To be fair, they're both drafting off each other, although then they do this for some reason.
Yeah, they're not being very smart.
Kind of the same for the 3 and the 38. I'm not really sure why the 3 and the 38 are off the pace. Maybe they might have made some contact as well that I just didn't see.
Maybe they got a little damage coming out of pit road.
That also could be it.
Yeah, you sometimes do forget that Pepsi-Cola's pit road, while the track is wide, its pit road's kind of narrow.
Yeah, the pit road is not actually that wide here. So, hey, here comes the 1 of Vancy, by the way. And here comes the 82. They're making it 4 wide for the lead. Oh, there was a car that just went around.
Did we just wreck?
I think 17 is in the fence.
Caution?
There might be a yellow. Where's the pace car? I can't tell where the pace car is. That's got to be a yellow, though. I don't see why that wouldn't be. I don't remember where the caution lights are all. Oh, yep, we are under caution. I see it.
Okay.
They are 5 wide over here, and I'm not sure how this isn't developing into a wreck.
And look, there's 18 and 62. Oh, this has gone up. Come on, let me.
Well, that actually saved the 18 and 62.
Okay. Okay, it's gonna be like 20. Like, yeah, 26.
Yeah, we're on 26. So what, again, assuming 30 laps, it shouldn't be... I think you did the 30 lap calculation before the race, so you could just subtract 5 from that, pretty much.
Yeah.
145 plus 30
I just did a bunch of
175.
adding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last pit stop should be 146.
140... Yeah.
Right now. That That's currently if they pit here, which I wouldn't be surprised.
They should all come to pit road. I think we've been how many laps? We spent about that was about a 14 lap green flag run. So yeah, they should all come to pit road.
They're gonna still need because this will only bring them to like 56, 57.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what? It'll be four stops after this, but I guess another thing as well here. This also completely takes out of the factor that first stop, so that means, theoretically we wouldn't lose.
Yeah.
We're not gonna lose 5 cars from the lead back because of this.
So yeah, theoretically, watch that final stop, be under caution, and we have a big pack. Yeah, we're not actually even to where the first stop would be. This is early for the 5-stop strategy.
It is still a little early, but
and that's gonna make things fun.
it won't affect the fuel window too badly, I think. Again, if they're pitting now, that only drops it by 5 laps. That would still mean that the last stop would still be at 146, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Also, hey, the 18 and 62, in fact, are gonna stay with the pack here.
Yep. Yeah, the more you can look at this as more of like a reset.
Yeah. Well,
140 to go.
I'm gonna save this real quick. Alright. 17 was one of the cars involved. She was the one who went sliding across. She was battling with the 26 here.
Yeah.
Just kind of got hooked.
Oh, 26 gets the 55.
26 nosed into the walls. 55 just kind of got collected.
Yep.
Kind of surprised that didn't end worse, but also not really surprised.
Yeah.
It was at the very back, so.
9 slow stop? Where is the 9 now? Because I'm looking, because it's saying they're 37, like 30 seconds behind.
I don't know. There she is. She's okay.
Okay.
I think it's just because she started like 40th.
Where her pit box is. Yeah.
That's just to do with her pit box. Because they hadn't cycled
But hey,
across
the
line
playoff
yet.
battle is still alive and well.
Yeah, we didn't even lose anybody from the playoff battle in that.
Yeah. I just hopefully these small wrecks don't mean we're gonna have like a dramatic one like halfway.
That would be kind of fun.
These wrecks have been tame. Yeah. These wrecks have been a little too tame.
You just trying to will it into existence?
No. But hey, we have a really different set of cars up front, and shout out to the 18's crew for getting their pit stop done in 9th.
Yeah, she stuck up in 9th. Actually, did the 62? Where did the 62 go? Oh, she's 20th. Okay.
20th. Okay. And then where's we might as well try to find our playoff cars.
There's the 10. She's in 5th. There's the 1. She's in 12th. Now, again, remember, these two came in split by 1 point. But also, the leader right now is a car that hasn't won yet. That's Ijavida.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
So there's a lot that can go on here, basically. We're not even
139 to go. Yeah. Yeah. It's
still very early.
Like I said, we're not into like the continental remaining distance of like length race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lights
But
are out.
that we've wrecked twice. Continental had a longer run between their wrecks. Pretty sure.
Did they? I think Continental's was about the same. Well, I think Continental had a longer run because they wrecked earlier.
Yeah. It just.
This was about the point where they had the second caution, and then they didn't have another one after that, so... I don't know, maybe that's a good sign. I don't know.
Yeah, and then... Maybe, if that happens, then they better be ready for those green flag stops. We're green for the next 130 laps.
I could see it happening, which is probably something that sounds absurd to say at a track like this, but I could see us going green the rest of the way. I didn't think we were going green all the way, but I could definitely see us going green the rest of the way. I think that's the thing is when the packs get split up and thinned out a little bit, it becomes easier to not wreck, basically.
Yeah. You know what I'm more curious about? How many mechanical issues we're going to have, because that was something Continental's end part was plagued by.
Yeah.
And these guys are going much longer than them. Will we see more mechanical issues from having the go full throttle?
26 is
No.
26 has no rear end there.
Yep. Well, that's a car you have to watch if they could. I'm also curious of how much damage the 55 sustained when he.
I think the 26
collected.
took more damage from nosing it into the wall, to be honest, but...
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
We're gonna go back green. I mean, again, they'll have at least five-ish laps to see what their real pace is. Green flag!
Whoa! What the heck is this start? 3 wide.
42 and the 6 going all for it.
Here comes the
these
39.
These two are teammates, and the 42 is yet to win.
But here's someone who wants the point in, or I guess take the easy way in. There's the 10.
Yeah, AWSCO. I mean, it's one way to throw the points battle out of the window is if you just win anyways.
Yep.
Although, to be honest, I think if she finished...
an inside line. Here they come.
I think if she...
And there's the 1. And the 1 is ahead. Yeah, but the 42 is leading, but the 1 is ahead of the 10.
That's some playoff drama.
Yeah. Look at that inside line, how much they're hooked up. But the 42 will lead at the line, I'm pretty sure. Yep.
I feel it necessary to say, if there is a tie for the final spot, we go off best finish, and then, if they're tied on best finish, who got theirs first?
Well, I would say, how the 18 is benefiting from that caution a lot.
Absolutely. Well, what? She would have been cycled. She would have been cycled out. She would have probably been cycled out. She probably might. I don't even know if she would have kept the draft. Now she's assured of keeping on the draft, and she stays up at the front of the field too.
We say that as she goes to the high line.
Well, I mean that's still keeping in the draft. That's pretty much all you need to do here
boy.
is just keep the draft.
Okay, we got that split happen. That slight split happened again.
It looks like a few cars just kind of trailing off just a little bit.
Okay,
Just
but who's the one that is trailing by themselves
That's
by
the 26.
Oh, 6. 105.
Again, that's not really that surprising.
102.
102.7.
Okay.
That's still outside the window, but honestly, I'm kind of surprised she's not slower.
Yeah,
Like, genuinely,
she hit the wall.
She literally nosed it into the wall at top speed. Like, I'm very surprised that she did not,
Blow an engine.
that she doesn't have more severe engine damage.
Yeah. Comes to 27. But currently it's a 21, and here comes the 2 again. I will say there is no clear dominant car like we had, like the 14. Man.
I mean, the closest we've really
Like,
seen to that is the 62, and even then, the 62 hasn't really led that much.
Speaking of the 62, they're on the inside line, by the way. Leading in the second car on the inside. Oh my god. 18 is in a sandwich.
Yeah, so all 3 of those cars that were involved in that last wreck did in fact end up just dropping out of the pack entirely here.
Yeah, they can, that also will mean they probably cannot hold the draft even if they ran the time.
I mean, to be fair, if you're not that... The thing is, if you're not that slow, you're not going to impede them as much.
Yeah.
It's not going to drag you out of the pack as much as it would if, say, you got held up by a car going 7 seconds off the pack. Like, if you're going only 2 to 3 seconds off the pack and you catch the draft, you can at least hold it for a little bit. You can't hold it forever, but you can hold it for a little bit.
Agreed.
And in turn, that means you're not going to lose as much if you get stuck behind them.
Careful, 3 wide for a second.
And I'm not worried about 3 wide. It's 4 wide I'd be worried about.
Yeah. And we have no 4 wide except maybe slightly back there.
I think the 92 and 60 were in different lanes, but I don't think they were side by side.
It's the one thinking 3 wide.
Well, I mean, yes, because she's already 3 wide.
No,
I know what you mean.
Yeah. But
Oh, 92 is thinking 4 wide.
There's the 4 wide. Yeah, there goes the 1.
They're doing it back there. You know, weirdly, all of the 4 wide incidents have been in the back, and there it goes again, the 39!
What is it with the 39 wrecking at this track? In any series.
Lily Talberson.
Oh, upside down. And
Just rolled. Well, that didn't look too bad, though, to be fair.
Yeah, she's rolling still. Nope, no, she got towed.
No, she got towed.
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be an interesting race to the line.
It's always at the back, too, when the 4 wide goes bad. It's never at the front. I'm not sure what it is, but, like, at the front, they just have much more control over the 4 wide than they do at the back.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm gonna say that, and they're gonna do it, and they're gonna wreck again at the front, coming to the yellow.
And it's gonna be like the whole entire field. And who's gonna
The 19 just blew up!
Crossing the line comes the caution.
Somebody else did too, the 21, the leader!
Mechanical issues? Can we get someone on pit road for this, please? Oh my god.
2 cars in the top 5 just both blew up.
I'm wondering what the 21 is thinking right now. That they were leading and then they money shifted. Oh my god. There's a car on the apron with the
That's the 22 at Davison.
Did they have a mechanical issue?
Might have.
Oh, what? Oh, someone has a tire down. I think that's why the 22 was on the... This is going to make pit road interesting.
We'll get a pit report on that when we can.
That was bizarre. We got the 18 staying out again.
Yeah, why not?
62 though is coming in. Okay.
I mean, this one I'm little
Well, I
more
guess-
understanding of.
Yeah, it's only been a couple laps since they pitted, right? Header. Oh, we got pit road issues.
Oh, the 91 of Alicia Byrne.
Yeah, I've got.
What?
It's still spinning.
Okay. I'm not sure what that was, but
I'm
okay.
going.
Ellie, what do you got down on pit road?
Yeah, it looks like we're hearing from the 19 and 21 teams over the radio that they've had some pretty significant engine damage. We're not exactly... Actually, I just got the call in right now. The 19, the gearbox ended up going on that, and the 21 had header issues.
If I had to guess, Hamstrom probably money shifted right at the caution.
You know what's, yeah.
There's our. We're gonna take a look at what happens here to bring out this yellow. 92 and 60.
Nope.
Wow, look at Yabi Malikson. She saw all of that in her.
She hit the wall. Yeah, she hit the wall.
A little bit.
Or got forced in, but yeah, she saw the slip. She went, "Go down the track, please. Go down the track."
Again, despite the fact that that wreck kind of, it was a spectacular one. It didn't take out that many. It didn't take out that many cars. I think we had more cars out from blowing up than we did out from that wreck.
Yeah.
Look, the 23s actually, the 23
23s.
stayed out on this caution.
Uh-oh.
She clearly thinks her car is perfectly okay.
Yeah, also, has the 39 retired officially yet? Because I didn't see, here's the weird thing, I didn't see it.
No, but also I think she's
It's
still
covered
getting
up with
towed
smoke.
back because of where she stopped.
What's weird is that I didn't see smoke coming from that car after the flip.
Oh, she's out now. Okay. Yeah, she just retired now.
Okay. Well, this has been a funky start. We're wrecking more. More in Cup than we are in Continental. And also,
be
the
fair,
18
in
is doing one of the most
to be fair-
interesting pit strategies.
To be fair here as well, Continental had a lot more damaged cars than Cup did by this point. So that kind of helped thin the
Yeah,
pack
true.
out. We haven't really gotten the opportunity to thin the pack out quite yet.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, we do have.
Flag.
I wanna interject here with this. There is the in-season tournament is going on in this race. By the way, the final is in this race. The 9 and the 92 it's Carly Byrne it's Carly Byrne against Mikhail Yatica in the final. The 9 is actually 10th right now. The 92 is just involved in that last incident. So theoretically, we could end up seeing Carly Byrne take home the in-season championship, or the in-season tournament, excuse me.
Yeah.
But 3 cars stayed out.
That 23, yeah, that 23 has me worried.
I think she'll be fine. I don't think she has too much damage, to be honest.
She did get the wall, but yeah. The
Eh,
18
that's not
is
really
the
that
car
big of a
I'm-
deal, to be fair.
You know, now the 18 is very curious, even though she will have the 46 this time. As pit help.
Lights are out.
Lights are out. Yeah. So it'll be another minute or so until we go green.
Hey, Irina Tosuma did win at Daytona. She won at the road course.
Yep.
This
Not
track-
at the
this
Pensacola
track-
road course.
This track is an infield road course, too.
It's one of the longest road courses you'll be part of. That race is like a super speedway because
Well, yeah, it uses all the
most
oval
of the
turns,
track
doesn't it?
includes it.
Doesn't it? Yeah, it uses all the
Yeah.
oval turns, I think.
Yeah, it's pit road. Its road course starts on the backstretch, and
That makes sense.
like, yeah, we're on the backstretch now.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's the
the
markings. You
turn-
can see the markings for it.
Yep, that's where they would turn in.
That's where they turn.
Yeah,
that's where they turn in.
Oh no, that's where they would come out.
No, I think the. Where is the point?
No, I think that's where they come out.
No, there's where they exit.
Oh, there's the coming out. Yeah, and by the way, there's a decent amount of elevation in that road course. Oh my god.
Wow, an infield
It's
road course
elevation.
with elevation.
Yeah, up and down. There's even a banked road course turn there. There's like almost like every kind of turn on Pensacola's road course. Like,
Yeah, there's
down
of course
down,
there's a
up
banked
down,
road
that's-
course. There's of course there's a banked turn on the road course. You know they use the oval banking.
I meant in
I know what you mean.
but
I know
yeah.
what you mean. I'm just messing around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, lights are out on the
This
pace
has been
car.
an interesting race though so far, but what I'm looking for is us to build momentum. This has been very stop and go with these three cautions. We haven't gotten a true super speedway race going.
Well, we're back to green. I mean, we've still gone. You
Yep.
know, we've still had a
looks-
decent amount of time going green. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's been
And 23 is
entirely.
fine.
Yeah. See what I mean? I'm not real. I wasn't worried about the 23. She's all right. Also, you know what that did as well is that actually gave the 26 a little bit of room to spare in terms of keeping up to speed.
Oh, what this did do is put a couple of the guys that don't have the fastest cars, aka 26, and it's causing some of the guys out back to have issues
Yeah, they're getting held up here.
if they try to get
26
around.
is
Yeah,
holding up a fair few cars.
yeah.
Well, the 18 had the lead going to the
And-
restart. I don't even think she's going to be in their top 10 by the end of this lap.
Yeah.
Let's see where she ends up at the end of this lap. 12th.
Yeah. Now here's a good question. Will we have more wreck cars or more mechanical issues by the end of this race? Because
I don't
2 in a
know.
row.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Despite everything, we didn't
Finally,
actually
yeah.
lose that big of an amount of the Continental field yesterday, so...
Yeah.
How many cars even retired after that one? How many cars were left running, I should say? There were 27 cars running at the end of the race at Continental, so...
Yeah.
As well, another thing to factor in here, a fair few of these lap cars
Yeah.
may actually end up just getting lapped under the pit cycle so that the leaders don't even catch up to them. That could also be
Yeah.
something that happens if they're not like that slow. Also,
Yeah.
hey, Felicia Vancy just took a lap lead bonus point. That's key.
Yeah.
Because she's in that race as the 6 and 99 almost did the same thing.
Yeah,
with
I
that.
saw that.
That was...
But how big is this pack? Because it looks considerably smaller. Do we actually have our pack that we're going to see for the rest of the race?
Let's see. I think it's
22
22.
cars. And this is the group that had.
This
to
group
get
got
around
held
the
back
slow
by the
cars.
26.
Yeah.
Let's see, how far
It
back are they?
includes
They're
the
about 3
62.
seconds back. I mean, that pack doesn't actually have that many slow cars, to be fair. Like, these cars are all pretty
Yeah.
solid on speed. I'm not really sure if they'll catch back up to this group, but I guess it's possible. If maybe this group gets strung out a little bit and they can they can sift the draft a little bit.
Yeah.
But,
Where's the 26 now? 'Cause we knew he was slow before the.
she's already filtered to the back now.
20, oh, God,
She's actually
it's
within the
running
speed
track-
margin. She's within the speed margin right now, but I don't think that's going to hold. Because she's starting to lose
Yeah.
these cars.
But someone tells me maybe they repaired a little bit during that pit stop. Because she's been on the lead lap, she was able to come down the pit road each time.
I think
Everyone's on the lead lap.
we may honestly have thinned the pack out enough to the point where I think we may go green for a good bit.
So bad scenario for the 46 and 18 and 23. Because they are the cars that need the pit.
Yeah, but they won't be more off cycle than
The 18.
they won't.
62
Well,
are early.
I will say they won't be off cycle enough to where they have to make an extra stop compared to everybody else. So they at least have that going for them. Plus, if they pit together, that
But-
could also help them.
Yeah.
3 cars significantly increases the chances of somebody pitting with you as opposed to 2.
Yeah. That's if they're together. Right now, pit split. The 23 and 46 are close, but the 18.
I
is
mean,
a
to be
little
fair, all
farther
you really
back,
need
stuck on that
to
line.
be if you're coming to pit road is on the inside lane.
True.
So what? They should come in around lap 56, I believe.
Yeah. It is so funny that also the racing line at times is the inside too.
Oh yeah, by the way, if you're curious about the regular season battle, the 23 came in as the
Yeah.
points leader. The 18 is the only car after her that still really has a chance. The 19
Where's the 18?
actually is the 19 in this
Oh, right.
pack. Oh no, the 19 blew up.
No,
That's
no.
right. So the 19's out of the race. The 64 is out of the race. So it's pretty much down to the 23 and
have
18.
Who are on the same pit strategy. They're on the same. 18 and 23 are on the exact same.
Yes,
pit
they are.
strategy.
They are on the same strategy right now.
Mm.
But as
No,
well,
that's
that also
interesting.
probably benefits the 23.
Yeah. The thing is, I don't think the 23 wants to be leading. 'Cause I think
Probably
her-
not.
her,
I think
like,
she
leading
might
the
have
pack.
some aero damage, but I think that's about it.
Yeah. Like she has the pace, but if I don't think she wants to be the car leading that trio.
Yeah. By the way, how about Mimi Barino? I thought she was off pace and gone for a little bit. She's actually back
Yeah,
in this pack.
same. Yep. Yep. And it.
Oh wow, yeah. The
small
okay, no, the
back.
26
Ooh,
did
yeah,
not
that's 104.
really gain that much. She's back at the 104s now, so
She's on borrowed time,
pretty much, yeah.
basically.
How are the other cars holding up? Not well.
Oh, those are slow as too.
These two are running 103s, and that's... Well, I was going to
And they
say
were
running by
drafting.
themselves. I was going to say drafting each other, but I think they might just have been going side by side and just goofing around. They're going 4 wide for the lead.
Yeah. But you said we don't seem to wreck up front if they're 4 wide. And look, we're back to 3. It's just someone stuck on the high line right now.
It's just one car stuck
Drifting
up top.
back. Yep. There's 4.
And they're forming that fourth line up there, but it doesn't look too bad.
Ooh, this should be interesting for the 23, by the way.
She's at the tail
They're
end,
at
but
the tail end.
to be fair, she was at the tail end before, and she actually managed to get up through, so...
Yeah. I'm just... If this goes long, I'm wondering how her tires will she be able to hold? Because we've seen cars, like, fall off the pack.
She's
on
doing
speed
okay, so...
alone. Yeah. Yeah, she looks fine right now. I'm just...
Yeah.
Yeah, now she's back on that low group.
These
Then,
two are
now, yeah, I think we've thinned it out just enough.
probably... 26, 13, and 17 are definitely going to be out for the race once they get caught, but right now their delta isn't high enough. They're not
to the
They're not
40s.
close enough to being lapped to where
Here,
where I'd be
by
parking.
the way, we're about to get something key happen, maybe, up front.
There's the 1 and the 10. There's the 18 up to the lead.
This is key. Oh, right, the 18 is already led. I was about to say.
Yes, she has. She's actually led a fair bit. Not only
Yeah,
under caution, but
which
she's
is-
also led under green a little bit too.
Yeah. Oh, there goes the 15. See ya.
Meanwhile, the 96 of Angel
Ready?
Rigatino. Oh dear, there's a spin.
God.
Wow, that happened right in front of both the 1 and the 10. I think they both got through that.
Yeah. Are we under green? Oh my god, we're not done. We're not done. We're not done.
60
not
Wesco
done.
got into the 91 of Alicia Byrne.
We're not done. I'm pretty sure we're under
That's
caution.
got to bring out the yellow. Yeah, we are.
That was new. That's the first time I saw a wreck like that. And we're not even halfway. And that was a bit bigger.
A bit. I think it was... No, it wasn't too
Yeah.
bad, though.
Yeah. The 10, I think, was in it.
No, I think the 10 actually managed
Three.
to... Okay.
Okay. Calm down, cars. Uh-oh. Slow down.
They're just getting sorted out here. I actually don't think the 10 got hurt by that too much. Although, I think what happened there did it more, to be honest.
Yeah.
That probably would have
Yep.
hurt a little more. But I don't think the 10 was in the wreck. I think she stopped just in time.
Yeah. Where's the 1?
She's up here somewhere. She's right there. She was also
Okay,
behind
yeah,
the wreck,
she
but
looks
she
like-
got through it.
Yeah. But, by the way, that didn't look like it came off the wall. Like, it was like someone literally getting turned. From what I was seeing.
Yeah, that actually looked...
They're gonna pit here.
They should pit here. I don't see why they wouldn't.
If the 50, 80.
50,
Okay.
80, 110, 140,
40.
170. That'd be
This is getting
close, but
weird.
their window would go... That'd be close, but I think their window would just be enough.
Yeah, like, we get one more freaky caution. This could get weird. What the heck? We got side-by-side entering pit road.
Yeah, why not? Right side tires for a lot of these cars.
Yeah.
Left side tires for some cars. Four tires for some cars.
Yeah.
Actually, I
Quite
said
a
the
ways.
64 was out of the race. I guess I was lying. The 64 actually isn't out of the race. She's still in the race. I didn't realize that, but
Yeah. You know, someone who's probably benefited a bit from this, just because they came out pit road with scuffed tires from getting spun the 91, who's actually now normally on pit road.
Well, she also got drilled by the 60, to be fair, so I don't know.
Yeah.
No, she's coming back out.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm gonna export this real quick just so I don't lose it.
Yeah, this is getting weird. We're 30 plus laps from halfway.
Again, this isn't really playing out like any of my test races, but to be fair, that just sounds like an average NR event.
Yeah.
See, I would act,
Batman.
I can't even pretend to act shocked at that. Like, that's just normal.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the overhead view for this because I think that'll provide the best angle.
This happens on the straightaway, like you said. And like I said, this is where it gets weird. Because I don't think they hit the wall.
They went 5 wide. Oh, they just kind of squeezed. Wow, somehow the 10 actually avoided making major contact.
The 1 got through that scot-free.
She got lucky. She got very lucky. The 10 also, I don't think, she did tap the 52 a little bit there.
Yeah, and then remember, she damaged her front end.
She did run into the 98 as well. I don't know if it's too bad, though.
Oh, we have a hoodless wonder.
Oh, dear. Who's the hoodless wonder?
38.
Okay, that checks out.
Hoodless wonder. Modified. Yeah, this is... I know we're waiting for the halfway break, but do we want to hear the opinion of the booth from this race so far?
Well, we're already hearing the opinion of the booth. We've been hearing the opinion of the booth for the last 52 laps.
No, I meant the...
the studio, yeah.
Yeah, I meant the studio. Hey, we could do this in thirds. Might actually be a smart move with how this race is going.
How many laps have we run? Or how much time have we run? 1 hour 13. It's definitely taken longer than Continental race, although to be fair, I did expect that a little bit.
Yeah, we're about to hit the one. This is the 1/3 mark.
Yeah. Let's see. What lap is halfway? Halfway, I think, is 83.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 84. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So we'll probably take it through.
If
we go green for a decent bit, we'll probably take it through green flag stops and then.
Yeah. But with how long these caution laps take, do we want to hear anything from the studio?
I think we're fine for now.
Okay.
To be fair, there is a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
I think what I'd be more worried about if I'm the 10. She doesn't have a rear end. I just realized that. I think that's mostly I think the 98 or somebody ran into the back of her.
Yeah, under caution.
A
lot of her
coming to the
damage
yellow.
from under caution. Yeah. That 1 has gotten lucky. lucky. Also, the 38 is gonna restart mid-pack.
Yeah, she's restarting kind of in the middle of everybody here.
Yeah. What position is that?
That's what position is that? 23rd.
So, yeah, half the pack.
There definitely are a few cars I think back here that do have the pace to keep up with the pack, with the lead pack.
Like the 62.
I think the 62 definitely one of them. I think the 72 might be one of them.
Yeah, 90. Somewhat.
I think the 26. Oh wow, the 26 actually is ahead of this. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, so 26 is gonna cause the first of the hour.
26 and 38 might both be kind of in that.
We're having tiny demo derbies.
Yeah, we're just procedurally eliminating the field. We're not taking the field all out in one big wreck. We're just kind of doing it procedurally. Don't worry.
But someone rolled the dice and said, "You're gonna get mechanical issues, and you guys are going to wreck." Basically.
It just sounds like
was
an average
still one
super
of the most
speedway.
Bizarre. Yeah, that was so bizarre to see the two cars in the top 5 like blow up.
It wouldn't be the weirdest thing I've seen in this series.
Yeah. Hey, we flipped the car in both races. This is... How is the Continental driver who flipped?
I haven't checked in on her, but last I heard she was stable.
That's good. And the 39,
Lily's fine. I doubt she'd be too... That wasn't even that violent of a flip, to be honest. She just,
yeah, that was more of a slow roll.
She just kind of got hit and it bounced her up on the wall. Like, she really only flipped just kind of because she climbed the wall there.
Yep. Okay, this should be this research should be interesting. More out back. Oh my god. No, 38 has... I can't tell the speed right now. It's the 27, I think it's slower. Funny enough.
Honestly, maybe.
There's the 10. Okay, 10's got... Okay, speed.
Let's see if she can keep up with the pack. I mean, again, it's going to take a little bit for us to figure that out, but...
Yeah.
Again, we'll see.
Yeah. I'll be surprised if that 38 can stay in the pack.
I'll be surprised if the 38... What am I focusing on?
Oh, pace car. No, bye 38.
Jesus, the 31 is just driven away.
Must have some good gears.
Okay, the 10 is not that fast, I think.
26 is faster than the 10. That should say something.
I don't think so. 26 definitely isn't faster. I think the 10 just doesn't have the all of the speed.
Hey, the 23 is still in here, and the 18 is there. We still got that battle. If the 1 doesn't get damaged, it's her...
It's her spot to lose, assuming we don't get a new winner.
And assuming she doesn't get damage.
Yeah.
Because right now she's outpacing the 10 by a lot.
Yeah.
We're getting a pack the form of damaged cars is actually what looks like is happening back there.
Let's see if we can get a bit of an intel on our pack size here, but it doesn't look too bad. I think the 3 is kind of the 52 is the tail end of that, so that's about 20 cars.
Yeah, and actually I wouldn't be surprised if those other ones, stragglers, actually catch up.
Yeah, I wouldn't really be either.
At, like, the tail end. Yeah, look, the damaged pack is literally becoming a pack. And hey, the 10 is racing smart.
The 10's staying back here with these cars, so...
Where's the... Do I dare ask how far the 26 is dropped off the planet?
Not further back than the 27 and 38.
Okay.
These cars are slower, somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's impressive. By the way, this is more impressive. What the leader is being able to do this run. If you're leading, you're gapping the front of the field a little bit.
Yeah, Velas is out there a little bit.
Yeah. We really didn't see that early on. Also, this pack is definitely smaller. Oh my god.
It is. It's actually, I believe it's 18 cars right now.
Yeah. We haven't gotten a green flag cycle to see if it causes a strain. All of our pit stops been under caution, and they've been in weird windows.
We should only have 3 more stops from here.
We should, yeah. 110 to go. Taking us a while to get there. We're almost to 100 to go, but it's taking a
If
while.
we've got, what do you call it? No, we've kind of thinned the pack out, so it's kind of that's kind of helping. And again,
Yeah.
we're kind of seeing what we saw in the Continental race yesterday from, Vancy.
Yep.
With Jackie Kennedy yesterday in the Continental race, she was up there. She was up in the front of the field, in that spot. She pretty well looked like a lock. But,
Yeah.
obviously it didn't pan
Yeah,
out
I
because
think
we got a new winner.
Yeah. I think the one is racing smarter and knows she needs to stay in this pack. Even have a shot. Even if it means winning the race, too.
She's probably been told on the radio what the status of that 10.
And by the way, this pack size is small. There's a good chance we stay green. If we shrink anymore, it's gonna be hard to pass.
At times.
I mean, to be fair, we did have a 10-car pack have a pretty crazy battle for the win yesterday, so.
But was that with over 100 to go?
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
Again, I'll be watching those. I'll be watching those cars. This 26, 27, 38 are all on the hook right now. So
Yep.
we go green for long enough.
The car that has been lucky, I call it, is the 18. Because they've been on the oddball of every pit strategy today.
Another car I think
Also-
might be kind of lucky. The 92 of Michele Yatica. She's actually still up here in the pack. She was actually involved in one of the wrecks earlier. She's still in the pack though.
Yeah. You could also say that with the 23 as well.
That too. Hey, speaking of 18, here goes for the lead.
Yep.
Rachel Cole's also looked pretty solid. The 52 car has looked pretty solid in terms of her pace.
Yep.
Because of those caution laps, has led a lot of this race. Which is, I guess, also interesting for the regular season points.
Yeah, although keep in mind it was 18 points between the 23 and the 18.
Yeah.
I don't know if the 23 has a lap lead yet or not.
But they're both in this pack, so it's still going to be very interesting. How about that 9? The car that started last.
Yeah, she's up here.
Yeah, and the one that started on back as well, the 93. Those two were.
And the 82 as well. She also started in the back row.
Yeah.
She's in
The
this
car
lead
that has
pack as
left
well.
us is our pole sitter, who led the opening couple laps.
Yeah, Halis Jukovic, she's kind of in here with this group.
Which is an interesting group because that they need to pit together. They can't separate during pit stops to keep the speed they're needing. .42.
Naked Gennaro now up front.
Yep. 37, by the way, 427.
Yeah, I'll be watching.
Those two are attempting to catch a car.
That's the 26. They're actually dragging her in.
Yeah,
37
Yeah,
down to
that-
42. That was 5 seconds. So they'll get one more lap, and then they'll get parked.
with the 26, too.
Yeah.
By the way, one trying for the lead as we look away. She was like out back earlier. Uh-oh.
Ah, they're good.
18, 18. We're good. Okay. I saw them pushing. Right. Yep. I think it's. You might need to do it now.
What, the 27 to 38? They're not. They're not.
They're gonna.
They're not losing enough time.
Okay. 1 to 5, 1 to 3.
I mean, the next lap is their last one here. So.
Yeah. Let's see what their times are. 104.
There we go. So that'll take the 27 out of the playoff race, although she didn't really have much of a shot anyways.
Yep.
72 is not out of the playoff race. Actually, I think that's it in terms of the really slow cars. I think all these cars, yeah, these cars are keeping pace. Barely, but they are keeping pace.
If they're racing like this when laters catch them, God,
These cars are definitely keeping pace.
Yeah, they're going to be the interesting group when it comes to pit stops. When we finally go to a green flag cycle, I think.
Well, I think the other thing there as well is because that group is running by itself. When people drop off this lead pack, when some of these drivers drop off the lead pack, that's going to be the pack they fall to, and that's going to strengthen that pack, and eventually that pack is going to outnumber the lead pack and maybe start running them down.
Yeah, we'll see. We definitely have an interesting dynamic for these final 100 or so laps.
Hey, there's the in-season tournament battle. 92 and the 9. Means absolutely nothing. They both have to win their way in to the playoffs if they're going to make it there,
Yeah.
but... That is technically the battle.
Yep. Here comes the 99.
Emery Rebels. Vebel's already with a win this season. She won back in Las Vegas in the 4th race of the year. So she's been pretty secure in the playoffs for a good while.
Maybe a little hungry for another win, though.
Maybe. Hey, I mean, the last 3 races, we've had drivers that won the first 3 races win. So, I don't know, maybe she thinks she's part of the pattern? She's going to be the next in the pattern here? The first 3 winners of the season were Jukovic, Rugatino, Hanstrom, and then the last 3 weeks it was Rugatino, Jukovic, Hanstrom. I'm not really calling a lot of the lead changes because, well, there's so many lead changes that it's pretty much it's not even notable.
Keep the lead for a while. Yeah.
It's not even notable.
Had someone keep the lead. Some of these lead changes are them not even keeping it for the whole entire lap.
We had 53 lead changes in the Continental race yesterday. That's an
It was
over
a 52,
50.
which I think might. Oh, imagine if that was the finish.
We had 53 lead changes yesterday in the Continental race, which, by the way, is an over 50% lead change a lap rate.
Yeah. And, by the way, speaking of Continental, 100 to go. They have a full Continental race left.
Well, after this lap.
The race. Yeah, after this lap, but that means that they can really up that number.
If we scale
Only
the
yellow
lead...
and black cars.
By the way, if we scale the lead change amount from yesterday to today...
Oh.
Oh, we got a car blowing up. That's the 60 of AWSCO.
The lead back. Oh!
Now we're good. They're good. They're good.
That was scary. Slightly
Yeah, we're
scary
good.
for a moment.
We're okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Barely, but we are okay.
Yeah. That was mechanical issue number 3. This is. I'm really liking the racing scene now. Now that we have
There's a
momentum.
car on the apron. That's the 71.
Did the 71 just pit?
Not from what I can tell. Yeah, she's lead lap. Actually, she was in this pack. I think she might have just been back. She might have just backed out.
Yeah, oh, like panic line.
I think she might have just backed out. She might just not have liked what she saw.
Okay, but hopefully she can pull back up.
Yeah, she
or
probably
she's
will.
gonna fall through that second back. Yeah. Oh, here comes something key. 23 trying to lead a lap.
Has the 23 led a lap already? I
do
actually
not
can't
know.
remember. I can't remember.
But here comes the group. The inside line.
Ellie.
52.
Yeah, looks like we're
96
hearing
doing
that
good.
the 60 took some pretty decent engine damage. I am waiting to hear exactly what that damage is. It seems to be the ignition.
How do you blow an ignition at a super speedway?
Good question. We'll have to ask Gulf
100
Racing
and-
about that one. But that is both of the Gulf Racing cars out of this race now.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go through the pack. We are at past 100 to go, and that is the full Continental race
Nice.
of distance remaining. So, we're going to go through every car that has not won yet this season that is in this lead pack. Tabrizia Tolerone, she sits 39th in points. A win here would be a shot in the arm, and she actually won her dual race at Daytona earlier in the season. Mika Gennaro, she sits 38th in the points. She's actually been having some pretty solid runs lately, though. Yappy Malikson, literally the points leader right now. Felicia Vancy, literally in the final playoff spot right now in terms of points. Got Rachel Cole. I have nothing notable to say about Rachel Cole. DeGabby Gabriella, I also have nothing notable to say about her. And Carly Byrne, who's leading the in-season tournament. Paisley Yuria and Michele Yatica, who both, I mean, Yuria had a good run at Daytona earlier in the year. I think she finished 4th. Granted, that was out of the 3-car lead pack. Oh yeah, and the 71 did actually get back in the lead group here, so...
Yep. That's good to know.
And remember, Vancy is Little's teammate. Like, the 71 and 1 are teammates,
Yeah.
so...
We are approaching that fight and pit
We
window.
are approaching the pit window, yes, because we are approaching around lap 80. Lap 80, probably somewhere around lap 78 to 80 is where I'm going to expect them to start coming in. We're probably going to see some cars that are off the lead pack pit a little earlier just to try and gain a little bit of a time advantage.
Yeah. Just make sure you pit with someone here.
Yeah, you don't
Because
want
of
to
it-
pit by yourself.
Yeah.
Although, to be fair, I think it's actually, if you pit by yourself and it's, like, at the end of the cycle, it's actually better. Like, we saw the 81 do that
Yeah.
in yesterday's race, and she
Yeah.
actually managed to stay with the pack at the end, so...
Yeah. I just wouldn't want to be this whole entire pack coming to the pit road at once, because that would be a little nuts. That might be a little too many cars coming in.
I don't think the whole pack would be able to come in at once anyways, just because they're all split out 3 and sometimes 4 wide.
4. Yep. Also, this is a funny thing to wonder. Those cars that have been forced to run the outside lot, do you think they're going to need a pit before the guys on the inside?
Probably
They're going
not.
the long way around.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I mean, you're saving fuel in the draft either way, to be fair here, so...
Yeah. I'm Maxi very curious how the 52 is feeling. They've been out front a lot. Whoa.
That was close.
42 got shuffled from the lead.
Yep. That 52 and the 18, those two are the cars that have been leading a lot. recently.
Yeah. Hey, I think this is probably our longest green run so far. We've been, what, 23 laps now?
Yep.
Pack's still very racy.
Yeah. It does mean we're probably going to have a very, very small packs for the end if we go green the rest of the way. And
See, well,
and
we have 18
we
cars.
lose 5 cars.
13.
We have 3
8,
stops.
3. Okay.
3.
3 at the end, theoretically, but I also think that we probably wouldn't even... I feel like a 3-car pack would not survive on its own if everybody else is in a pack.
Yeah.
Plus,
Question is,
from what it looks like, the run to the end is actually going to be a long run. It's not going to be a short run, unless we get a caution.
Yeah. Which could happen. Flying formation. Find the slow cars. Oh, those guys need to be... Or, no, that's pace, right?
They're keeping pace,
just
yes,
being
they are keeping pace. These cars are keeping the minimum pace. And actually, another thing as well, because they're close to getting lapped, by the time this group catches them, they may just dive to pit. They may just pit instead of actually doing that.
Yeah. Also, what's going to be kind of fun is the one going by the upcoming 10 car. And the 10 probably just looking out going, what could have been? Because right now also, the one is leading. This is big too. Easiest way in is winning.
Yeah. Well, one thing, I think the one thing, you know, the one's also got to be careful though. The 10's still in the race. It's not over by any means. If the one has some kind of issue.
Yeah. Mechanical issues could... Did we get cars on pit road or no?
I don't see any.
Was that a mechanical issue? I saw... Oh, when you brought up the thing, I thought I saw
Maybe.
like brakes. No, okay. Okay. Oh boy. That's
They're
the
gonna reel them in.
64.
They actually have the draft of these cars right now.
This will be interesting.
It'll probably
Especially since
slow
they're
them
going
up.
very wide.
It'll probably slow them up, but probably not going to slow them up too badly.
Oh, this is gonna hurt the one.
It's going to hurt everyone unless you're on the bottom lane, pretty much.
Yep, here to go. That one's probably getting shuffled to the back of this pack. Oh, they're still working by them.
Well, yeah, there was a couple. They kind of split in two when they caught them. The lap cars did.
Yeah.
Actually, everybody looks relatively
and
orderly.
they're back together.
Everybody's actually
Oh,
they actually
they
got
are
through
still
relatively
working
orderly, except the 31 got shuffled out by the 99 because, I mean, that's just what Marisha does. Ellie, you got word?
Yeah, I'm hearing from Delad's team that she ended up having an oil leak.
Well, she's still on the track. She hasn't come down pit road yet, so I think they're just trying to ride it out until the cycle opens.
Yeah, because we're right there. We're also approaching halfway. Fast.
Doesn't look like anybody really lost the pack here from
It looks like we're fine.
I think the only car that's actually lost the pack was the 92, and she was already kind of struggling to hold it there anyway, so.
Yeah, looks like that.
Well, we're down to
string of-
17 cars
Good
in the
luck.
lead pack.
And it still includes our regular season battle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Some cars
The
are
way they're
diving
running.
low. We may see some cars come to pit road.
Nope.
No,
I
not
would-
not
I
the
would think
leaders.
Nope, none. This pack is. What pack?
There is a car on pit road. That's the who is that? Oh, that's the 55.
55.
That's who I was expecting to come in because she had a mechanical issue. Is the 22 is slow in the middle of the pack?
Is she out of gas?
I don't know.
I think she's out of gas.
I don't think she'd be out of gas that early.
Yeah, she's out. She was on the high line a lot of the time, by the way.
That just split up the pack, really, is what that did.
Yeah, it massive. This got really lit up.
15's
Oh,
pitting.
here comes the 15.
15's pitting.
15.
She probably is just going to try to cut her losses here, I think.
Yeah. Maybe, yeah, maybe doesn't want to do it at 22 because it looks like the 22 ran out.
Rasha?
Oh, that was a bit of an oddly timed issue there for the 22 Andrea Davison. I think a tire seems to have gone down on that car. Not sure if they brought it in yet. Yes, they have. That's lost them a lot of time, but also that could have lost them a lot more time if it had happened at a worse time. If it had happened outside of the pit cycle here, we've seen a few cars coming in as a result of that. A couple cars got shuffled out because of it. And because of that, a few cars selected to come in right now. We'll see if more come in. Davison's tire down may have actually kick-started the pit cycle here. As more cars filtering in. We'll get back to you on that, Echo.
That is a lot of cars
Yeah,
coming
we
up
got
pit
a
road.
lot of cars
That's
coming
6
in.
cars coming in. Rucatino, Cole, Happen, Gabriella, Malikson.
Oh, 20. I thought the 20 like speed past a couple cars coming down pit road. 62 is already back on track.
Yeah, she's she wasn't with that lead pack, so.
Yeah, she pitted early.
Well, at least we're glad to know the 22 did not run out of fuel and she just had a tire down.
But yeah. The way she 169. This is also that split up is going to cause a very interesting pack to form. A lot of small packs and some side-by-side racing on the apron. Congratulations.
There comes everybody
Here they
else,
come.
except the 9. 9 staying
stays
out.
And will lead. Oh, no.
Nope, she
42
doesn't get to
beat
lead
them
lap.
the line.
Although she'll probably lead the next lap.
Yeah, more than likely.
Oh, the 42
This
is
is like 80.
42 is
still
actually
on track.
still on track.
We have a bunch of solos. Alright, this is gonna be a weird. It's gonna be a weird way to enter halfway. There you go.
Yeah, well, the way it cycles out here is, I think, especially if these cars start going side by side like they are. Those are the leaders
Question
off.
is, what kind of pack will we have? So there's a nice line. We got 3s and 4s.
I think it's going to be a 4 and a 7. maybe 8 if the 15 and maybe 8 or 9 if the 15 and 82 keep up here, but
So we possibly lost like half of our pack.
well, the bigger pack probably will reel in the smaller one. Unless they do that.
So it's probably gonna be like 10 or 12.
Also, the 42 and 9 are still cycling out right now.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
Four
back
wide.
there? What are they
We're
doing?
about 4 cars. Oh, 42, I think is going to benefit most from these small packs. That and the 9. I think they're actually going to benefit the most.
Because they're going to be able to get they're going to be able to merge easier. Or the 9 might get the other guys. What this might cause is a race. And it's how you're going to get around the lap traffic.
If it stays green. There's your large bag. Okay.
31's just absolutely driven away. Okay, these cars are all going 3 wide, so that's kind of what's happening.
And these guys have gone 3 wide.
They're going 3 wide as well.
And these guys have gone 2 wide. And yeah.
I mean, the 31 just isn't really helping
Yeah,
things
there
by
we
getting
go.
that big
Now
of a
they're
lead.
catching back up. Yeah. So it's like 13 cars? It will be once we...
12? I don't think the 9 actually caught up.
Yeah, it looks like the 9 lost. And a 15. And 1. Ooh.
Yeah, the 1 got cycled out. See what
Yeah, that's not
times
good.
they're making up here. Oh, they did make up quite a bit. They actually made up they made a whole second, actually. This group did. So this group will
Actually,
probably reel
yeah.
in this pack, and they're going 3 wide, and there's two cars kind of driving away, so.
Yeah. You know what's also happened here? The 23 is just keeping tabs on the 18, not letting them get too far ahead.
I mean, to be fair, the 23 doesn't really have to do much. She has an 18-point gap.
Yeah. And the pack is probably, as long as she doesn't have any like mechanical issues or a slow pit stop, I think she'll be fine. We're in a very weird section of the race. We're past halfway, by the way.
Yep, I know. I'm just kind of watching to see what this group does here. See if they can reel in that pack up there. They have cut down the gap a little bit, but it didn't really close up that much.
They're also racing each other. 55 is
Yeah,
alone.
but this group is also racing each other, so.
Yeah, so it's about it's 13 cars. 13, 14 cars.
55, I think, is just off the draft.
He's 25th. He's a lap down.
She's actually not a lap down. She's still in the lead lap right now.
Last car in the lead lap.
Last in the lead lap, yes.
So we only have 25 cars of like the ones on the track on the lead lap. That's interesting. How fast the lead group was going. That
These top 5 have gone
we had
single
some
file.
more
That's gonna
cars
help.
lose.
That's gonna help them, though. Well, I
Yeah,
say
you
that.
say that. Mercedes won a race. The only Mercedes up here. Or no, they're
This may help this second group, though. Actually, now they're going 3 wide for a second. That's gonna let the 31 drive away, and it's gonna split them up.
Yep. If anything, this is where the 52 is. Yeah, the 31 is going to try to increase her lap count. That's going to be interesting.
Yep, they gained time there.
Yeah, they can see them too.
No, this is a group that's formed up. This is like the third pack.
Yeah. And is there a fourth? 22, 16 on pit road.
16 on pit road. We'll see if we can get information on that. I mean, I guess this is kind of the fourth pack.
Yeah. That includes our pole sitter.
If this pack becomes big enough, that fourth pack might be in trouble.
Because of pace.
I mean, to be honest, this fourth pack is already in trouble. They're slower. They're slower than this pack already.
Oh.
But they're not like.
Oh, yeah, they're gonna catch a good chunk this lap.
Yep, they did. They gained quite a bit.
Yeah.
And eventually, if they keep running down, if they keep closing up, then they'll just. If they keep closing up, they'll just get their. They'll just reel their draft. They'll just get their draft in.
Yeah.
Ellie.
Yeah, I've got info on why the 16 was in the down on pit road. She ended up having a tire go down on her.
It's unfortunate for Inja.
Okay.
She's had some pretty terrible luck, to be honest.
So we'll see her back on track, but probably a good few laps down later.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the 55.
They are closing up on the 55. Well, she's not lapped on pace. Remember, she pitted off cycle because she had that mech issue.
Oh, right, yeah. All right.
Also, yeah, look at that. The 99 is down to 1.7 seconds back. They're gonna catch. They're gonna close up.
I have a feeling this 55 is going to help a little. Dude.
Well, yeah, it's gonna get them split up here. It's gonna slow up some of these cars. Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, they're there. We got it back, basically.
Well, with that being said,
again, we got a runaway.
With that being said, I think it's time for us to have our FanDuel Fan Studio mid-race reports with Ellie and Rasha in the studio. They'll have a lot of information for us on how this race is going, their thoughts on the start of this race, and their thoughts on how this race will finish up. What do you two got down there?
Well, welcome back to the FanDuel Fan Studio here. We are just over halfway in. We're just over halfway here at Pepsi-Cola for the Pepsi-Cola 500. You can see this. You can see the front two packs finally start to converge here after our green flag pit cycle. It was, I think, a pack of about 5 cars. It's turned to about I'd say just over 10, maybe 11 cars. I can see there, 11 car large pack here. Right now it's Arenia Tosama and Mauricio Vevels. Got a 1-2 for ERR here. At the sharp end of the field, watch out for Yappy Mallix in the 23 here. That would be a... She's still looking for that first win, running really well here despite having not much to race for.
Yeah, she's been running really great here.
Given that Nihil is well out of contention, she should be able to, I'm pretty sure. With Nihil out of contention, Malixon is all but locked up. I think the regular season championship. Handstrom's running either, or at least not in this front pack. They've moved around the 55 of Bria Delade there. That's one of the first lap cars. But lots of shuffling about here in this first pack. And obviously the green flag pit cycle, we mentioned that in the pre-race show. That's one of the places where you want to minimize the time lost, because this is the kind of thing that happens. You kind of split the packs up. You kind of split the packs up a lot in the end of these cycles. You split about a 15 or 16 car pack, I want to say, into about a 12 car pack at most here, including the lap car, the 55. And that's just gonna keep happening until we get another caution, I would think.
Yeah, pack splitting is what we were talking about in the pre-race show. It looks like it's been a real factor here, obviously. This pack did force their way back in, which is
16 coming back out. You can see there, she had a tire problem.
exactly what they wanted. The 16 did have a tire go down.
Here we go, bearing down on the number 91. That car is way slower than I thought. I'm gonna split the 91 here. Yep, running mostly too wide. A little bit, just a little bit of. Getting a bit of noise from Data. Getting a bit of noise from Data in the booth there. You can see just how hairy that was. But yeah, I mean, if you can see here, that's kind of starting to. We might see another split, maybe not. See if Tosuma can get back to the 23 as the 91 finally makes way. That's thinned out the pack again as they catch the 16 of Sky and Jetta, who's just coming back, who's just out of pit lane here. 99's using the traffic to maintain the lead here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone here will catch back up. They'll be slowed down by the 16 anyways.
52 got freight trained a little bit, but
yeah,
not too horrible.
Not too badly, I don't think. 16 is back up to pace now. Yenfi Yanaga now in the Southwest Racing Toyota back up to second. Then it's Angeli Rugatino. You see Perry Alicantes. That's another driver still in the running. For the regular season championship. 19 behind Malixon. If Malixon has any problems here, the 18 will be in a prime spot to take over that. That's what do you call it? The chase for the oh my! We reach upon another lap car. This seems like the order of the theme of this half of the race is gonna be navigating away around lap traffic here. A lot of cars running by themselves. You see the 13 of Yania Waterton doing the same. Then there's this pack of cars here, but at the very least, those guys are all kind of drafting with each other. I think they'll catch back up to pace once they get to that pack.
This might be a pack splitter, this car.
Maybe. We'll see.
Have to
17.
get around her.
They're all single filing out, though. That's the thing.
They are single
filing out, so they should be okay.
They managed.
It should be okay, I think.
17 is slow.
Yeah. 16, I should say. 16 is with the pack. Here we go. Yeah, you can see the pack thinned out at the back. But
We'll draft with each other.
Pretty much all, yeah, they're all drafting off of each other at least. Again, the pack's just kind of thinned out again, but that's going to help them kind of regroup because, it means that they're going to be able to, at the back they're going to be able to, if you're single file out, you're going to lose less speed, I should say, because you're not side drafting off of each other. Ray wide for the lead. Rugatino, Haberman, and Abriella now. Bearing down once again upon the 13 car here. Not much to speak of. Not much to speak of, really. It's been a pretty calm race. It's all been calm at Pensacola here. Outside of whatever lap car shenanigans happen to occur, and the occasional wreck here and there when running about 3 or 4 wide.
What is the 13 doing?
13's trying to pull off, I think. You need to be on the inside to pull off, to be fair. That's exactly what she's going to do. There she goes.
There you go.
Yeah. Gabriella now to the lead. But this has kind of been the theme of today here. Just kind of trading places here and there, kind of just maintaining your pace, making sure you minimize the time lost when you need to come in to get serviced. So
yeah, pit stops have been pretty essential. Your speed on a pit road, and so far,
with this many cars still in contention, it is going to be important that next set of pit stops, if it is under green, again maintaining that consistency on pit lane is just.
If we don't get a yellow soon, those pit stops, they gotta be fast.
Yeah, they gotta be good. They gotta be quick in these pit stops. If only. If we get another cycle of pit stop, that will break this pack up likely even more than it already has. Gabriella still in the lead. See if that changes though, because Happman has good help on the inside here. Nice lineup of cars. Lots of cars here could do well with a win. I mean, you see the 20 and the 42 in this. I think the 52 as well. All of these drivers could potentially profit off of that, of taking that win. But you see also a good mix of cars that already have wins or are otherwise in the playoffs, like the 23.
All of these cars here have been just really great cars to watch the entire season. It's kind of interesting seeing this share of cars up here. To be honest, right now, I mean, Alicantes has been great. 16's been great. 23's been great. Marisha Bebelst, obviously. Arena Tosima, obviously. And then you've got some underdogs who've been performing really well lately, like the 20 and the 71.
Mm-hmm. 71 of Abby Little, yeah, that's another driver who's been... Obviously, she has the win already, but another win wouldn't hurt either.
She's been pretty good this race, too, I've been noticing. She's
yeah.
always been up in the top 2 every once in a while. I just know, I'm, like, looking back up at the board there, and they're always in the top 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Little already has a win at Michigan of the drafting style track, though not as extreme as this track, obviously.
This track is insanely draft heavy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Looking at Neville's now to the inside. I mean, right now, in terms of the keys to the race, we've gotten mostly past the don't crash part of the race. Although, again, you sometimes you'll never know.
You never know.
Drivers find ways to crash all the time as we go 4 wide for the lead here. Speaking of potentially crashing in a small pack somehow. So obviously with a pack like this, there's a lot more room. The amount of lateral room stays the same, but there's room to drop back a little bit more. It's not like you're boxed in nearly as much.
Yeah, the track is so wide here.
Yeah, at most there's about 6 or there's about not even like 5 cars behind you really. And that's the kind of thing you're gonna see. Yeah, and that's the thing you're gonna see is that you just have. It's just a lot easier, I think, to run 2 or 3 wide in a pack like 3 or 4 wide even in a pack like this because you have room to drop back if things get a little too intense. Right now, you can see they're almost double file. Just a bit of fanning out there. 18 of Perry Alicantes kind of left by herself, but the 93 of Tosima is going to look to the inside. Tosima, of course, winner of the iRacing AWSCO All-Star race at a track similar to this in Concord. So in terms of experience of winning at super speedways, that's your driver right there, leading the way now at Pensacola. Well, we mentioned the first key point. We did touch upon the second key point, which was minimizing time lost on pit road. That's, I think, going to be the main thing here. And in terms of fan picks, who do you think in terms of? I feel like it's going to come down to pit crew more than anything. Which team do you think has the pit crew to minimize that time loss?
So far, it's really been looking like the 93, 23, and 71 have had the fastest pit stops. They're always getting out really quickly. In terms of the pit crews to watch for, it's easily those 3 cars right there. I would be eyeing them the entire rest of the 65-ish laps or so that we have left.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I mean, who did you mention? Who did you mention specifically? I should ask.
The 93, the 71, and the 23. All those 3 cars right there have had really fast pit stops. I've been eyeing them so far, and I'm going to continue to eye them for the rest of the race.
Okay. Yeah.
They've always been back out front as soon as we've had a pit stop, green or
down
yellow.
On 64 now. But yeah, those 3 teams. Yeah, I would agree with you that those 3 teams are probably the most the ones to look out for. I think They've been really good at executing on pit road and just making sure that you don't end up losing the main pack here. Speaking of, here comes the 64. They're bearing down on another lap car, Nihale. That's second in points here. That's actually gonna let the 23, ironically enough, take the lead of the race. Yeah, those teams are gonna be. Those teams are obviously going to be the ones to look out for. I might look at another team here. Perhaps we'll go with the 52 of Rachel Cole. Actually, Rachel Cole's another. That's more of a wild card pick, I think, considering that Cole isn't really as much of a super speedway driver from what I remember.
From what I remember, no.
No, yeah, but also fairly good at the strategy. That 52 team is also fairly good at the strategy game. Maybe not in this way.
If my memory doesn't fail me, the 52's been pretty solid at the intermediate ovals.
Yeah, the big intermediate ovals, a couple of the short tracks as well, has kind of been there and thereabouts. But again, I think with how few times we've been on these racetracks, it's kind of, things are rather equal now. But I should also mention that 52 did have a top 10 at Motegi. That was another strategy-oriented race where kind of navigating your way around fuel and tire wear was kind of of utmost importance. That's gonna be very important here as well. 4 wide, 5 wide almost.
Oh my.
This is a little bit dangerous.
They're shuffling.
Oh, there they go!
Oh.
No! Cars reckon! 46, 18, 52, and 71, I think, got out the worst of that. As the 10 comes in, and we'll have a caution at the very end of our mid-race report. And on that bombshell, I think we'll hand it over to the booth now to figure out whatever just happened there. And with that, I think we'll see you at the end of the race.
Oh my god.
Well, the 10. I was gonna interject with the 10 had the call to come down pit road, and the field just couldn't get by her cleanly. I'm not really sure what happened there.
The 18 was that. You know what this also does? It puts us in sketchy pit window mode. Oh boy.
See, it's 105. Yeah, this is gonna come down to fuel mileage, I think.
Yeah, but I think what's also here, the race is in your hands.
The one's gotten back in it now. Yeah, she's gonna be in the lead pack again.
Yeah. And also, no, it's win the race or hope someone who already has a win wins the race.
Free pass car will be the 55 of Delod. We will have a look at the replay of that.
Yeah.
But
the 10 getting eliminated. This should be interesting.
That was definitely not the most ideal look on the field. We'll see how they race off pit road. We should have one more stop for sure. That second stop is going to be in that extremely unknown window. I think they could make it if they save under yellow.
Like 10 cars. Found a way
Yeah,
to
it just took the fact that we had a lap car holding up everybody that needed to pit.
Yeah, the 10. I have a feeling people are mad at that 10 car.
Oh, probably.
Yeah. 31 wins it off pit road. They've been on it recently. These recent stops.
Meanwhile, we're gonna go to. We're actually gonna finish this off, and we're gonna finish our FanDuel fan pick segment. Data, do you have a fan pick?
Let's just say my fan pick got wrecked. I was gonna say 18. They've shown an excellent speed since other people were taking the 52. Those two are two I was really looking at.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Now that we're shuffled up, I'm. You know what? I'm rooting for the one.
You want the one
I'll root
advancing?
for that one.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take the 9 of Carly Byrne. She's the only ERR car who hasn't won yet this year. She stayed with this lead pack for most of this race. She's in a really good position for the in-season tournament as well. I think it's gonna be Carly Byrne who gets this one done. She's looked pretty solid all race. She hasn't led any laps, but she is gonna. I think she's gonna do it here. Nah. The lap cars are just messing with it. This happened yesterday too, actually.
Yeah, right. I know. I just remembered that. But yeah. Oh my god.
Well,
But
we're gonna go back.
you might. Yeah. You might as well after we go look at the wreck. Let us know who's left who doesn't have a win, because the ones who have a win are probably the one's best friend right now.
We'll save this.
We're down to 24 cars. Oh, 20. Oh, 25.
There we go. Yeah, the 16 is many laps down. Alright. I don't actually believe anybody retired from that wreck. It was all just slow
Nope,
cars.
they're all...
Alright.
You could just use the 10.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oops. This is when they got... Oh, right, yep. Right, yep.
So yeah, it just kind of bottles up. Let's see, the 96, 99, 93, they started going 5 wide.
Oh,
The 99 just came up.
I thought it was that black and orange card.
I'm not sure that... I don't know. I mean, the 96 did go to the bottom, but the 99 also kind of just moved up.
Yeah.
It was 93 and 99, I think both that just kind of...
Yeah, like I said, I would have rooted for the 18 and 52 in that, but they got wrecked. Whoa, okay, yeah.
Alright. So the cars that are left without a win right now, that are on the lead lap, I should clarify. 42 of Gennaro, Carly Byrne in the 9, Yappy Malixon in the 23, DeGabby Gabriella in the 20, Izzy Javida in the 2, Mimi Barino in the 3, Felicia Vancy in the 1, Mikel Yatica in the 92, Tabrizi Tolerone, Pace-Lanieria, and Rachel Cole, and Janet Parkings.
So, the odds are not in the one's favor right now. Not a new winner.
Yeah, but you gotta remember here as well, we got a good chunk of cars. Also, the 72 is not on the lead lap. I just forgot that.
This is gonna be a weird race. Weird finale of the race. That was a good long run, though.
Yes, it was.
Great.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised we had a wreck at all, but I guess that's what happens when,
Low car meets field.
yeah.
Hey.
Still, we're definitely on track to have way more finishers than we did at Daytona, which I think is a good thing.
Yeah. But yeah, who would have thought this could possibly come down to fuel mileage?
It might come down to fuel mileage, it might not. We'll see. I mean, with that, where that final stop is, it would be very interesting. But we'll see if they saved enough. If they save enough fuel here under caution, that might just not be in the cards.
Yep. but it means you got to be spot on for your pit
They
stop.
also did.
Either way.
They also did go a little bit long on that green flag cycle. Like I think it was what they pitted around 50, and they pitted around 50 before, and I think they came in around. They started coming in around lap 80. So I think they could go that long, but it's gonna be tight.
Yeah.
Hey, it's gonna be exciting either way.
Yeah. Especially if that final stop happens under green and them having to make sure they're filled up. But I will say a surprise of this race is the car leading us to green. Because that car is strong. That 31 has been strong.
31 has looked very good today.
Yeah.
I'm surprised nobody picked her.
Yeah.
And hey, she's already got the win at Texas earlier in the year. She hasn't really made a lot of noise this year, but she does have that win at Texas.
There we go.
And I am
What
kind
this
of
did do
curious
is
as
put
to how many of
everybody
these
back in the-
cars... I am also kind of curious how many of these cars are going to be able to keep pace with the lead pack, because I think we'll see a fair
This
few.
has pretty much been a reset. 18 might be done.
Oh, yeah, she's not going anywhere.
Yeah. I have a feeling she's going to be sending that 10 an angry email after this race.
I think you got to blame the 99 for that one more, to be honest.
Yeah, 99 too. And look who's still up here. Oh boy.
Who are we looking at? The 42?
42 is leading. Yep, right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
look at that. We've got a
52
pretty
dropped
solid
out.
pack. We've got a pretty solid pack here. How many cars are kind of bunched up together here? We got
by the way,
all the way back to the 71. That's about 20 cars or so.
we did have someone retire. 52.
Nope, nope.
Oh, no. Oh, no. They're the farthest behind. They're slower than 18.
Oh my god, that is a terrible lap time.
Oh,
okay,
God.
well, let's give them a
Let's
chance
give them
to
a lap,
warm. Let's give them a lap to actually get up to speed, to be fair.
Oh, God.
That's not a particularly well-posing sign, I don't think.
Yeah, 150.
There we go, 107. That's
107.
still very slow.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
we'll keep tabs on that.
Holy damage, Batman. That is all I was saying. I didn't think that. Oh, yeah, they got hit the wall hard. I never remember that. Yep. Also means we're probably, if on pit stop, we're going to have a decently good big pack now.
By the way, you know how the 71 was involved? She's actually still in the race. She's actually still up here in the lead pack.
Yeah.
She's not out of this by any
She's
means.
keeping speed. Yeah. You know our pole sitter's still in this race. She's just vibing, just outside the draft.
Yeah, she's just sitting back behind the draft right now.
Which I wouldn't be surprised since we're big pack again. Correct.
42-15. And the one's up here.
Yep, there she is. Now for Felicia Vancy, that's
And
probably
number
not a
41.
sight she wants to see, because that's two cars in front of her that don't have wins yet.
Maybe she's been told, yeah, you just need to race like you were trying to win the race. We'll see what happens, though.
Well, she's trying to win the race.
Yeah. And 4 wide. Or almost. It was.
Yeah,
looking
they
right
are.
now,
They
it's
are.
looking
They are.
four.
I see it.
They are 4.
They were 4 for a little bit, but I think they've settled it back down. I don't know what the 31's doing, though.
Yeah.
Jeez, yeah, the 52 is probably gonna be
Just
done
needs to
after
go
this
now.
lap. I'm just done.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna risk it here. I don't think.
I don't think you can risk it with any of the lap cars right
Well,
now.
considering how the
Might
last
be.
caution came out,
Yeah.
18
It
and
has-
55 also are.
They're gonna. I'm curious to see if they hook up, if they pick up speed once they've hooked up. Yeah, that's what to keep them in it for a little bit, at least until maybe the pit stop.
I mean, this probably means that the 23 has the regular season title locked up,
Yeah.
regardless of what happens as well, just because the 18's off pace now.
Yep. So yeah, that whole entire playoff picture is kind of gone out the window.
At least it didn't go out the window on
win.
lap 4 this time.
Yeah, it took until like lap.
Took until around lap 100 for it something actually interesting, for the interesting stuff to drop out in favor of doesn't really matter unless somebody wins.
Yep.
I guess technically the 72 could actually no, she couldn't. She's like way back. She's like 38 back. She'd still have to win, and she's a lap down already.
They're drafting. Well, let's see what the lap is before you.
I'm not parking them yet anyways. They're actually not that far back. They actually did run a little faster.
Yeah, I was curious what would happen once they started drafting.
Hey, speaking of the 72, there she is. She's a lap car, but she's in this pack. She's actually got the speed to keep up. She's just a lap down right now.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, here goes
She'll
Vebels.
definitely make this race interesting if it goes green.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
Felicia
it might mean
Vancy,
the leader,
if you're Vancy, you're probably okay with the Vebels twin, which is probably the only time anybody in the field has ever been okay with a Marisha Vebels twin.
Also, some of the field is mad at her because she caused the wreck.
When is the field not mad at Marisha Vebels?
Good point. Also,
The actual race doesn't start until that final pit stop, I would think. Right now it's just controlled chaos.
Yeah, pretty
at
much.
180 miles an hour. What the heck is in that, like, Target car?
That's a Jarsaraj.
I don't... There's someone I'm not used to seeing up here during this race.
Yeah, she hasn't really shown herself that much, but she's up here.
Yep. The one is racing aggressive or wide.
I think the whole
In that
field is racing
way.
aggressive right now, to be fair.
True.
So I think what we're gonna
Speaking of
do...
which, look who's on the inside. Yeah. Are you about to just kill the 18 early? 18
Where are
in?
they? No, they're actually
out.
fine. They're actually okay on speed. Like, look, they're keeping
Okay.
good on speed. I think what the
Okay.
thing is, we're gonna be watching when that final pit stop is, just to see what the window
Yeah.
looks like.
Yeah. Because wouldn't it be weird if they can't make it, or if it's on the fringe?
Also, wasn't the 46 in that last track as well? And now she's leading, and she's got a pretty big gap actually out front.
Yeah.
Almost too big of a gap.
Yep.
And hey, there's Abby Little. She also was involved in that incident. And again, she's actually
By
up
the
here
way,
in
the
the pack.
1 and the 9. are right near each other. Our picks are right near each other.
Yeah. How about Michele Yatsika as well? She was actually she was really slow. She was struggling to keep the pack on the last run. She's up into second right now.
Yep, I see that. And then the car that, yeah, the 42 has been showing a lot of speed.
42, that's a teammate to the current leader, Yenfi Onega. Yanniga did lead the lap. I am very curious to see who leads the most laps.
Yeah, 31 has led a lot. 18 led a decent amount, but they are slow now.
I think it could end up being the 31.
You know,
These cars are still keeping within... They're at the 101 mark, just 101 straight up.
yeah.
Also, as well, they did
Here
catch
comes
the
the-
55 earlier, and she was actually, what do you call it?
Yeah,
She
it's
actually
that
held
pace.
on to the pack decently for a little bit before she dropped off. She dropped off, but it took a few laps for her to drop off.
Yeah. What do you do if you're that lap? When you're racing around that fast lap car? If
Just
I'm
gotta
at
treat them
72.
like they're any other member of the pack, really, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not really much you can do with the lap car other than just treat it like it's a car on the lead lap.
Yeah.
Can't really shuffle out a lap car just because she's a lap car.
Yeah. No, it becomes interesting if she's the lead car because she isn't the leader.
Yeah. Hey, she's actually got her
No.
teammate in this pack too with her. Parkings and Abriella are both in this same pack, the 72 and 20. .31 back out front.
Yep. Into her lap lead count.
47 laps to go.
Pit stop. One questionable pit stop.
Yeah, we don't know when it's going to be. Well, we have an idea of when it's going to be, but we don't know if it's going to be the last one. Because of where it's placed, it's in a very precarious position.
Yep. Yeah, the final pit stop could even be with like 3 laps to go because of if
It could be on the last lap.
Yeah. Yeah, but this next stop, make sure you fill the car.
Yeah, you got to get it all the way full.
And probably, yeah, more, you have to do 4. You're going to be on pit road for that long. You might as well do 4.
Yeah, got to do 4 tires. I mean, the tires do wear out a decent bit here, so... They wear out enough to where we see them change 4 regularly.
Yep.
Yenfi Yanniga now out front,
Also
though, in
all-
that 46, and she's been doing a pretty solid job. She looks like she might be a strong car right now, the 46 car.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's led a decent amount. It might be between her and the 31.
Well, to be fair, she only just kind of started leading this run.
Yeah, true.
Now, again, the 46 is a car that's already got a win, so Fancy is probably perfectly fine with the 46 winning.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see where she is in this whole entire thing after the pit cycle. It's more
What,
of a
Vancy?
figure. Vancy, yeah.
Yeah.
Where she is. And that'll dictate how she races probably the last 30 or so laps.
Probably. I mean, again, it doesn't really matter where she finishes now. The 10 was the last car that could pose a threat to her, and the 10's out.
Yep.
it's pretty much all drivers who are just trying to Hail Mary now. The 20 car, the 20 car, the 16 is actually 4 laps down. So, or excuse me, she's 5 laps down.
And she has speed.
Yeah, she's racing with these cars, but she's 5 laps down. I'm worried about. I'd be worried with the 20, the 42, the 82, the 15, any car. You know, the 92 as well. Same for the 2 and the 9. Those are all the cars that have nothing to lose by going for the Hail Mary. The 23 has nothing to lose, but she's already got the regular season championship locked up here. Yeah. And plus, her playoff spot was already locked up before this race even started.
Yeah. Anyone in this lead pack can win this race.
Yeah.
Besides 4 laps down and 1 lap down.
Well, besides the 16 and the 72, I guess the 72 could theoretically do it if we get a yellow and she gets the free pass. She is well in the free pass position. Actually, she's literally the only car other than the 16 that's a lap down right now.
Yeah, the only possible are those. Still running 101s. Nice.
They're still running fine, pace-wise. And hey, we do have a good chunk more of the pack than I thought we would at this stage, so...
Yeah.
Granted, that
also
is helped by the caution.
It's also the pack that is running slower, like the slower couple of other cars. There are a couple of other cars. We've been focusing on this big pack, but there's that duo.
Which duo? This one? The 62 and 3?
Yeah. They've been just running back there.
Yeah, that's true. They're just kind of running... They're just kind of backing it out, I guess.
Yeah.
And again, the 18 and 55 aren't meeting the... They're not meeting... They're right now, they are not meeting the slow threshold. And again, they're on the lead lap, so... It doesn't really matter.
Yep, and that pit window is approaching. It takes a couple minutes. It will take a couple minutes.
It's still about 10 laps away.
Yeah.
Plus, you know, if I had
like I said, it's still a couple minutes away.
Yeah. Well, they're running... We run about a minute-long laps here, so...
Yeah. But if they pit any sooner, we know they're pitting in the single digits one more time.
Yeah. Well, there probably will be a few cars that pit in the single digits anyways.
Yeah.
I don't see how everyone's going to make it.
Yeah. Remember that 22 had it? Didn't that 22 have an issue?
Yes, she did.
Like
she's had multiple issues, actually. She's had multiple tire failures in this race.
And look where she is.
Yeah, that's rather impressive, actually.
Yeah. And speaking of which, we might have a damaged car, a car that was wrecked, about to lead this race. Here comes the 71.
Here comes the 71 of Abby Little.
Being pushed by the 16
That's the
or
16.
not, or 4 wide.
Okay, never mind.
4 wide. It seems that the damaged cars do slide up a bit more often.
Yeah.
Like they're uneven.
Doesn't really look like it's hurting them too badly.
Yeah. I have noticed that the pit exit, the turn exits are a bit bumpy.
Yes, they are.
Bounce a little. You'd think this track looks smooth from up here in the booth.
The two's actually lost. The two's lost the draft.
Interesting.
Two has fallen off the pack. That's a easy Javida. 31's gapped the field just a little bit, but I don't really want to do that. I don't want to be gapping the field. Also, another thing here as well. Remember how you save fuel in the draft?
You're not
I
saving fuel if
really-
you're at 31.
You're not say I don't know. I don't want to lead. I don't want to be leading.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole thing is I don't want to be leading this race because I want to save
'cause
fuel.
If this race has proved anything, you could be leading on the lap and be 20th next lap.
Well, not only that, but if you're leading, you're not saving fuel. You need to have that fuel for the end. And with the
Yeah.
window
I'm
being
not sure if that
so
31
close.
I think that 31 might run out. Actually, you want to know what's funny? For the car leading, that's the number we're looking at. I think we're looking at 31 lap, a 31 lap run.
Probably something around that.
Yeah, funny
I mean,
enough.
31 is doable. It's just going to depend on who
If
makes
they
it
make
doable.
it to, yeah, if they make it to 136.
31 is doable, but you got to be saving like from the start of the run, pretty much. Same for 32. 32 I think is like the absolute maximum. Maybe 33 if you're lucky.
Yeah, is it weird to think that the guys running slow enough but they're too far back are gonna try to are saving? Those duos
Honestly,
that are trying to
maybe.
save?
I could honestly see it. I mean, I don't think these cars are particularly fast anyways. I mean, these two
Yeah.
are probably okay. They're actually running okay lap times when they're drafting each other, but
Yeah. Oh,
They are
look
gonna
where
catch
the
the
1 and
55
9
and
and
18.
23 have ended up. They moved to the back. Like I think they went back to save fuel
probably.
a little bit. That's probably what we're seeing with some of the guys.
Probably just-
when they choose to drift it.
Probably just half throttling or quarter throttling it back here. At least that's what you want to do. You want to half throttle and
Yep.
quarter throttle it, just to keep the gas not being on all the time, really.
Yeah. And, oh, like I said, I've pointed out before, running that high line is the longer way around, so you're burning a little extra fuel running that upper groove.
I just don't think it's enough. I don't think like the Highline
Yeah.
makes that much of a difference, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like even at like what do you call it? At, like the more downforce tracks, you actually save more fuel by running the Highline just because you're
Yeah.
not braking. You're just
You're
coasting out of you're rolling out of the throttle.
Well, yeah. I don't hear any of these guys coasting though.
Well, no, you don't coast here at Pensacola. You're full,
Yeah.
they're full throttle all the way around.
Yeah.
You know, the 93 was also in that wreck, and she's also up here. I think literally the only car
Yeah.
that the only two cars that got hurt from that wreck were the 52 and the 18. I think that was it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because 93, 99, 71, they were all involved. They're looking pretty much fine.
Yeah, and it's clear they're picking up the pace. Yeah, the average speed is showing that they have picked up the pace a little bit.
Yep, they have.
At least our leader. Yes. We were down in like the 130s at one point because of so many cautions, and now we're
Yeah. Back up to 154, which last time I looked at the average speed, it was 150, and that was like about 100 laps ago, so.
Yeah.
Still, though, we do have one
22
more cycle.
is second. Oh, by the way,
They're catching.
lapping on speed.
They're catching these two, but again,
This is lapping.
they're not past the cutoff point. So
What's going to be fun is that they're gonna be catching them, and they're gonna be passing them during a possible pit cycle coming up.
yeah,
Like they might not be done with this by the time it's time to pit. If you're the 72, you also want to pass these. These are for position.
yes, you want to pass these cars just because you want to get that free pass. They're just kind of ducking out, just trying to keep a little bit of the draft arrow wise.
Side drafts might have won. Oh, this is gonna be Ooh.
That's
That's
kind of
not-
split them up.
Yeah. The question is how many cars will get
Oh,
stuck behind
72's
18?
pitting. 72's pitting.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. This is outside. The very outside of
That's
the window.
pretty well outside, yeah. Now, she's a lap down, so I think what she's trying to do is... the 72 has pretty much nothing to lose here.
Yeah.
She's just trying to do something to get out in front of the leaders.
Yeah.
Also, these top three have gotten away. I don't think that's a good thing for them, because that's dragged pretty much the rest of the pack. They're going to all, like, reel them in.
They're still not done. We're still not done with 18 and 55.
Yeah, they're still trying to get past those two.
By 9, by 93, by 23. 18 is mad.
Oh, there's cars that are
It's
going to
mad
come to
at
pit
20.
road, because cars are... The default line is moving up the track now. I think
Yeah, I
there's
think they're
cars
coming
pitting.
down.
I think there's cars pitting. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. Okay, well, that's pretty well short of where I thought we'd be. 22,
Yeah.
42, 15, 20,
Oh,
71, all in.
Oh god. We have white flag pit stops.
Probably will.
Oh no. What do you do now if you're going for a white flag stop?
Splash and go.
Yeah, splash. The
Either
question is,
splash
how
and
do
go,
you
or I
race
just
now?
try to save my absolute hardest.
Oh my god. 46 is alone. 46 is alone.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Unless he's coming to pit road now. He
If
might
she's coming to pit
be
road now,
favored.
that will probably help her in the short term, but also I don't think that'll help her for that long. Is
Yep,
she coming
we got
in?
cars coming in.
No, she's not coming
No.
in. 631, 1,
Here's the one.
16, 98. I see the 23, the 96 are all in.
Yep. 71's already out on. There we go. 42.
These are these cars that have
twos.
come out.
And there's the 72. Yeah.
These might be the cars that I'd be watching for to make it to the end.
Yeah. And would you be surprised? Yeah.
Now, one thing I wonder, there might be some cars that try to pit a little earlier on this last run to try and just keep the time gained from being keep the time lost from being too much.
46 is extending that.
She's still
This is
staying out.
long.
99,
He's
82,
carrying-
62, 93.
By the way, the 36, the 46 has just became guaranteed to make it.
That's very interesting.
She's alone, pretty much.
Well, the 92 and
I-
9, actually, they're also still out
Yeah.
here. But that's it.
But what's more impressive is that they're not catching him.
Her.
They're not
Well,
catching her.
they
are.
the reason is because the pack keeps splitting. Like the 99 actually caught up to her at the end of that last run, but
Yeah. Oh, because they're still lapping the 3.
yeah, that's why they're not catching. And they're also side by side. Is the 46 gonna pit this time? She better. Yeah, she did. 92 stays
92.
out, but she also got forced.
This is. Yeah. Hopefully she can make it. It's a big advantage if she can stay out. Good. That means she has 1 lap better fuel.
Yeah, now she's by herself. She's all alone.
Yeah. She'll have to do a lap by herself.
She looking
Basically, she has to run a qualifying lap now. Qualifying lap to pit road. Oh, this was a decently sized. It's a decently sized pack out there. I'm not sure if yeah, the 9 is probably getting swallowed. 9 and 46 are probably going to get swallowed. Now the 92 comes
92's in. I think she might have sputtered in turn 3.
Yep.
Because she was a lot slower than you realistically should be.
Oh, yeah, 46. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Come these two.
Is this our pack?
I think so.
Or is it just the 46 and 9 actually racing each other?
No, the 46 and 9 have been swallowed. They already got passed by this group.
No. Are they the only ones that can make it? Remember, they went so late.
Oh, that's what your point is. Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
There's a 92. She's exiting.
Yeah, she's gonna.
I think she definitely
that's why
ran.
all
I
of
think she
them-
definitely sputtered or ran out or something.
Yeah, she tried. She tried to go one. She got forced, yeah. But now it's a
She's
field
still
mile
gonna
game.
at least merge into this group, probably.
Yeah. What's interesting is that 46 is faster than the 9.
Well, the 9's just having trouble getting hooked onto the pack here.
Yeah.
In fact, I
46
think the
was
9
able to-
might have lost it. I think the 9 might just not have been able to keep with it.
Yeah.
We'll see though.
That 46 is fast though, because with how fast it's catching.
This group's a little bit bigger.
Bigger, yeah. I see that.
They're about 5 seconds behind. So my main question here is basically going to be,
Fuel.
well, that and also will this group catch? Will this
Yeah.
group catch the second pack? I mean, fuel is obviously the main question.
Yeah.
There's no two ways
but
about that.
40s. Yeah, because there's only the 9 and the 46 are the cars that can make it.
And the 92.
Yeah, but if other cars have to pit, the 92's not catching the 46. If there's a gap, we got single car.
Couple cars that are
it's gonna be
going.
like, it's gonna be like what the studio said, just navigating those lap cars.
See what this group does. No, they lost time.
They lost time.
I think it might be over for that second group.
Yeah. And that.
Nine car is
they'll-
trying really hard to keep this group, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah. It might be the 46's race. Right now, I'm looking at the 46, and it's like that is the perfect car. Right now.
Yeah, but if everyone else pits and the 46 is by herself,
It's these guys pitting on the white flag.
I'm not sure these cars would pit on the
That's
white
the-
flag though. They might pit a little earlier than that.
But I don't think they could catch the amount of time they'll lose on pit road.
Also,
traveling
another
down
thing,
pit road.
if the 46 is behind some of these cars and she has to check up, that could also hurt her too.
Yeah. But we'll definitely see. It all depends who comes to pit road first.
Yeah, the 9's lost this group. The 9's just
Her
completely lost
only
this
hope
group.
is the second pack right now, is to actually get caught by it and then draft with them.
Well, she'll probably fall back to them and they'll probably give her a little shove.
Yeah. Oh, that
The
is
2
that
is
2 on pace?
no.
Too slow. Looks like
She'll
they're gonna have to
get
deal
one more
with her
lap. She'll get one more lap. 18, I believe, is in the
What an
same
interesting
boat here.
scenario. Yeah, I think now that a bunch.
Well, the 98. The 98 lost
And
the,
one-
the,
one of
the
one.
pack. I'm not sure what's up there, but the 98 lost the pack.
So 18 and and 2 are probably the next cars to go. Oh my God! She was not
She dropped back
her
to
car
them
is
fast.
struggling.
Well, she didn't have the
Her-
draft. That's why.
Yeah.
You just lose so much pace here without the draft.
Yeah. Let's see if she can hook in now.
Probably will. Yeah, this group's now going single file. Also, this pack did gain a little bit because they were drafting off the
Yeah.
9. And this
Yeah,
group's
by
going
the
double
way,
wide.
Yeah, this second pack has a lot of lap cards, I've realized.
It does. It does have a couple lap cars. There's the 16, the 72, the 62, the 3. Those they're all there.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is probably the
Who
group
can
for the
make
win,
it in
though.
field?
This is probably the group for the win, barring fuel circumstances.
Yeah. Well played by the 46 on making it. Hey, 92 can get the second if these guys have to pit. That's something to think about. If the
That's for the
if
that's for the
92
bracket
leads
too,
this
yeah.
pack,
That's for the bracket too, yeah.
yeah.
Might be
Hey,
the
if
first
92
bracket.
can lead
Might be the
this-
first bracket race in this past like the second round where like both cars made it to the end.
Yeah. Hey, if the 92 ends up leading that second pack, and the 46 has to slow to the other cars pitting, that might be an advantage.
That could be an advantage. Same
Yeah.
scenario as if that happens with the 9 as well too.
Yeah. Did the 9 latch on, or did they?
Yeah, she's in this group.
Okay.
She's latched on here.
Okay. So yeah.
Yanniga probably is like
Nice.
I think she knows she's good. A lot of these
Yeah.
cars look like they
What
took
do you-
they're 31 or 32 in terms of fuel.
Oh no.
31
That's way too close.
That's very close.
Like we could see that. What's even funnier could happen? They could be coasting down the backstretch.
They could. I honestly feel like we could see that. We might see them run out of fuel trying to make it
And
to the
literally
line.
trying to crawl to the line. Or it might determine where their pit box is. They'll come down pit road and hit the pit box. Oh, these guys have singled out.
They're single filing out now.
Like,
That's a
they've
car
got-
that and there's a car that has not won yet in second right now, and that's to Gabby Gabriella. Although I'm not sure how long she's gonna have that because Davidson's going to the inside.
If the 22 wins this, God, that
Great
car
comeback.
has gone through so much. Yeah,
And just this race.
yeah. Like her season has gone probably up, or is she locked in?
She has a win already,
Yeah.
but
She
her
might-
season has been
she
up
might
and
feel
down.
like her-
Although very
like this
recently
race.
she actually had a 6-race top 10 streak, which is very impressive.
You could say her season's going like this race is for her right now.
Pretty much, yeah.
Now.
Meanwhile, here's the second
The
group.
one now leads this pack. Maybe she thinks she's saved enough. That's why we're seeing some
Maybe.
cars gap.
I mean, to be honest, that second
20,
group,
20's
she's
now at the
she's
back
dropped
of it.
in. I mean, again, this league group is single filed out here, but
Yeah.
we're gonna be watching fuel wise. We're coming to 20 to
Yeah.
go. Oh! The 6 just blew up in the middle of this group.
Ooh. And that killed the 20.
Yeah, that just knocked a 20 out. You know what? That might do.
Oh,
That
the
might
6.
help. That might help this group because now this group has a much.
Actually, this is what. Watch the lights. Watch the lights. Because that 6 missed pit entry.
She's still rolling.
Yeah. The question
From
is,
what
does
I
she get
understand,
teleported
they
now?
don't. This track pretty rarely throws yellows for cars stopped on the apron.
Yeah. But
From
that
what
was
I've
for the
seen.
6. That was from the top 10.
Well, that was from the lead pack. She was in 5th,
Lead
I
pack.
think. Eighteen's gonna get one more lap and then she's gonna be done. I don't really need to
Holy
park
crap.
this. I don't need to park the 6. She's gonna park herself soon.
Yeah. But oh my god, that 20 is now just suddenly is.
She's doing drop kick back to the second group because of that.
Yeah.
But that's gonna, not only is that gonna increase the size of the second group, it's also probably gonna help them draft up towards this top group. I
Yeah.
just don't know if it'll be enough time.
I mean, yeah, they're just these packs are even in car strength because these are like the whoa.
Hi 18.
Please go stay low. Stay low.
Oh, that checked them up. That'll also probably help.
Yeah, that's gonna help. Yeah, that will certainly help.
6 is gonna make
Oh my
it back.
God,
Look at
18
that.
almost blocked. 18's gonna pass the 6. Copy the pit road. Nice job. But God,
Yeah, they did
this
gain.
race is being dictated. Yeah. This race is gonna be dictated by
Well, fuel mileage for
mechanical
one.
issues. And mechanical issues, because look, that proves the lead pack isn't immune.
Also, look at this. This group is just single filed out. This is about, what, 9
Well,
cars
like,
single
yeah.
file. This is 5 cars going 3 wide up here.
I wouldn't be surprised if they gain a second or 2.
And they're starting to go 2 wide there.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if this is like a second or 2 they gain right here.
I don't think it'll be that much, but it will be a decent gain here.
Yeah.
Unless it isn't a gain. No, it is. Okay, wow.
Second.
That was almost a second.
Yeah.
Now they're going
yeah,
all over the place again.
three
Then again,
wide.
that didn't really
Yeah,
hurt them that much.
I think there's some.
I mean, I think it's...
I think that. The 9 needs the lead in this pack. I'm pretty sure.
Jeez, what are we doing up here?
The 46 is still up there. Yeah.
They're going 2 wide, but this group is also going 2, 3 wide, but they've also got a couple cars that are single filed out in the front. This pack is entirely side by side.
Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see how strong the pack is. Because these guys are, even though they're racing side by side, they're racing closer. These guys are a little more spread out.
A little more spread out, but I don't think that's gonna hurt them necessarily. That was
They
about
lost time.
They lost a tiny bit of time, though. Again, they need to get single file.
Again, yeah. I think we're done with lap cars. Dude, that's the thing.
They're going to catch the 98. The 71 as well. I think the 23 might be in the mix here, but that should be it. Those are the only cars that are off pace, and they're not in the being parked around of off pace. So that actually will probably help that second group too.
Yeah, but it depends. They're going to definitely catch 98. The other ones I'm not sure about.
Well, let's see.
71 maybe.
I could see the 71. Where's the next one? 23 I feel like is out of the question, though. I don't think they're going to get to the 23. They might. I don't know, though.
Also, split. Yep. Black pack split. 30 is 31 going to get hanged.
I think the 98
Or
might
is this
actually...
car gonna
98 might
Yeah.
actually get attached to this pack here. But if this splits the pack
see.
as well,
that helps the bigger
That
pack.
helps
Yeah.
the second pack too. They actually gained a little bit that time.
Yeah, it looks like it did. It's the now 31 and
They
22
split
are
a
gone.
little bit, but they're not. I think the 98's keeping.
They might have gained a car. Actually, you might be right. They might have gained a car. Yeah. They might have gained the 98.
They might have, but this might have also split it.
We'll see.
We'll see. What's the time looking like? That's a loss of time.
Yeah, and the 98's up to speed. It's like he's not falling. And if they go side by side, that 98 will catch back up. Yep. They're a pack. So it's just getting. It's now very hard to
that group.
pass.
Look at that. They're single file again here.
Yep.
That'll probably help.
Yeah. Unless they do this.
Well, then they do that, but they still got single file for a really good amount of time there.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll catch the 71. It's just.
But they're catching the 71 now, yeah. What's the time looking like?
It's that fuel.
It gained a little bit, but not really that much.
I
mean,
think
yeah,
this
I
race
think
comes
that's
down
the
to
thing.
fuel.
It's gonna be one of the. It's gonna be one of these top 5, and it's gonna come down to fuel.
Yeah. Funny enough, could be the 46. I'm still looking at that 46 and going, You went the longest of this group. You're like, an ideal thing is, assuming you don't get held up, but watch this, you're gonna get held up. Fuck.
Hey, can't say that on the broadcast.
Sorry.
We apologize. We apologize for your language.
Pardon my French. Oh. Or did they pick up the 71?
I think they might have picked. They might end up picking up the 71 as well, because she was about the same pace
Yeah.
as the 98.
Yeah. Yeah, but this pack is so small, the passing has been hard to do. That's caused the 99 to lead a lot of this section of the race. Like, this is the most I've seen, like, the 99 out front right now, besides leading earlier.
Here comes the 31 to the inside for second.
Yep.
I think they're catching the 23 as well. There's nobody that's actually running on. There's nobody that's actually running at what do you call it?
Yeah. 71 did not
71's
have the pace to keep.
Yeah, 71's not keeping up. And they're starting to get really spread out here as well.
Yeah. And look, they are also spread out here. It's not really
This group is
one
also
pack.
spreading out though, yeah.
It's those tires. We're actually seeing the tires come in, I think.
Probably has a little bit to do with it, yeah.
And that's why we're seeing the 46 able to just draft up on carbs she needs to.
I mean, what? She only has like 1 lap fresher tires, right? Than most of these other cars.
1 or 2.
Yeah. Well, we're at our.
The car that has the freshest tires is 92.
Yeah. Well, we're at our Windows 11 to go. Mauricia Vebels leads from Pensacola right now. Andrea Davison, Yen Fianaga, Taylor Happeman, Mika Gennaro, the top 5. They're all in this top group. They're all in this lead group. Teresa Toleron, DeGabi Gabriella, Michele Yatica, Paisley Nuria, Irina Tosima make up the rest of the top 10. Carly Byrne, Felicia Vancy, 11th, 12th.
Yeah, it's getting so hard to pass. Like, we're only seeing single cars get, like, freight trained. No.
22's getting shuffled to the outside. I mean, again, you got to have the line go with you, pretty much. And that's kind of helping the 99 out right now.
I'm not sure. Here's the weird thing. I'm worried if I'm the 99. I've been leading this long.
Yeah, I'm not
Fuel?
sure. That might be that would be a concern.
Whoa.
Although this is probably
Okay.
going to help her with fuel concerns. She's going to probably draft off the 23 for a little bit.
Unless they try to get her on the
Well,
inside
she-
now.
The draft comes in pretty early, to be fair. So she's probably drafting her for a little bit and then diving down to keep speed.
Yeah. Yeah, this lead pack game, that 98, and that 98's just been hanging.
She's been hanging there. The 71's not looking too bad either.
Yeah. Actually, those are now, by the way, there's a battle for position now. 98,
Yeah, that is
23.
a battle for position, 98 and 23. Actually, is it? No, it's not. The 98's 2 laps down.
Oh, yeah, so it was a battle when they passed the 71.
Yes. Was it? Yes, it was.
Okay.
8
It's
laps
been
to
a
go.
while. Yeah. This has been one heck of a race.
Vettel's leading. We don't know what the fuel's gonna look like,
Yeah.
but I can't imagine that everyone's gonna make it. I just
Yeah.
don't think everyone's gonna make it. I think there might be some cars that
I
make
think
it.
we're going to be coasting. I
think
think
there's gonna be, like-
some cars pitting, there are going to be some cars coasting.
Something like that, yeah. Wouldn't be terribly
Yeah.
surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised if that 31 actually makes it. They haven't been leading much. They've been drafting most of this race, to be
Well,
honest.
yeah, it looks like Vevelst has been kind of leading this front pack. She's always very aggressive, but the aggression may end up hurting her here.
By the way, they have gained a car.
Yeah, this 23 is actually
23.
sticking with this group now.
Yep.
I
So
think
they're
we got to
back
count
to
this group
the
out.
group.
I think we got to count this group out then.
Yeah.
I don't think the second group's going to keep up.
It's now 7 seconds. They now need more than a second a lap.
Yeah, and they're not going to get that. Not here. Unless, like, this group goes, like, 5 wide every lap, which... Does it look like they're doing
They're
that right
going-
now?
Nope.
They're not even going 2 wide. They're going 1 wide.
Yeah. 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 Also, I think the 99 has actually just been like the best lead car. Because probably the faster of the cars leading.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't like doing that.
Yeah.
At this stage, I don't like doing that.
No,
We'll start
no,
seeing.
I'm more saying like why they're pulling away.
Yeah,
We'll start seeing the pit stop soon. I'm guessing.
yeah. Around 164, I believe, is when that window opens, and the time that the window
It's
closes is
approaching
probably
quick.
sometime after the race. Is sometime after
Yeah.
the race ends.
Yeah. One leads. 9 is third in the second pack. I'm just
Yep.
keeping an eye on anyone who's good, who could run out of fuel.
92 and
Someone
9, they're
make a
right next to
charge.
each other. Again, those two in the bracket.
Yep. Also, remember the 16 is on a completely different lap than this group.
Yes. She's what, 4 laps,
And
5 laps
72,
down,
yeah.
something like that?
Yeah, and 72 pitted first, right?
Yes, she did.
72 pitted first. Yeah, so she
Pitted
pits,
before everybody else, and
knows-
she's coming
Ah,
in!
here they come!
20's in!
Yep.
Gabriella's in.
Yeah, they can't make it.
We could not make it. 42's going for the
No, those-
lead.
Yeah.
Here comes Gennaro. And we might
Or they
finally
come
have a
to the
car
pit
that's...
road,
You know what, I wonder, maybe they were trying to get stuff saved and they said, go for it now. You've saved enough.
Yeah.
Splash and go for the 20.
Yeah. if they need to pit, then this race becomes interesting.
Oh dear.
I think 22 is coming in.
Yes, she is. 22's in.
You can't make it.
4 to go.
Yeah,
42 is the leader now.
Yeah. I think they turned it up. Turned up the wick.
Might as well just go for everything now.
Yep.
Now Yen
Go for
Fianaga is in that best spot. Because remember when she pitted?
Yeah. This pack will start to shrink if more cars.
I think the 42's
and
pitting.
I'm thinking the 42's coming in. I think they went too. I think she went too hard to get the lead. Is the 46 going to follow them in?
No.
No, but there goes the 42.
42's in, though. 3 to go.
Yep, the pitting with 3 to go.
15 is in.
15.
71.
71.
Although she's a lap down, so...
By the way, interesting part here, 9 and 92 lead.
They're leading this group. It's very possible if the 99...
Yeah. Could they be on? They're on fumes. Some of these guys are on fumes. Is the 23 on fumes because they're a lap down?
We'll see here. We're coming to 2 to go.
This is going to be interesting. They're high. They're still high. Yep,
23's
there's the
in.
23
31.
in.
31's in.
31. 3 cars to go.
These two have gotten cycled to the back, but they ended up not getting held up. 193.82 are all in.
Yep.
2 laps to go.
2 cars left on the lead lap in the front pack. Yeah. Or are those Mercedes just good at saving fuel?
Let's see if Ebels is going to try something. 46 is all over her. Oh, no, I think she's coming in.
No. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is the white flag.
They're coming to the white. One lap to go.
This is the white flag lap. Oh,
99
no.
is in. 1 lap to go for Yen Fianaga. It's Yatika and Byrne in second and third.
Yeah.
1
The
to go
one
for this
is
46.
Smiling. The one is smiling right now.
Oh, the 9 came in.
Yeah.
Remember, she pitted the same lap as the 46.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. Still has speed. Only 179 miles an hour.
Well, the 92's not going faster than that right now.
If that 46 doesn't sputter.
She's got to hang on, but I think she might be able to coast from here with the lead that she has on the 92. 98's dropping.
Oh, 98 ran out.
Yenfi Yanaga is going to hold on and keep the fuel. Yanaga will win in Pensacola.
Andy.
Second win of the season. There's the 98. Who's going to be second? It's the 92.
Yes.
Who's going to be third? Gonna have to wait a
I think
bit.
it's on pit road. I think it's on pit road. I think third is going to end up on...
Not those two. They're a lap down.
Yep. By the way, I think this happened on pit road.
It hasn't.
Oh, 99.
99. And there's the rest of the pack. And for Felicia Vancy, probably breathing a sigh of relief.
Yep. The 9 occupations ahead. Yeah.
Doesn't matter. 92 wins the in-season tournament, and the 1 gets that final bracket, gets the final playoff spot.
And the 23 wins.
23 wins the regular season title.
Yep.
We're still waiting on some cars to cross the line.
No, I'm still laughing at the 98's finish. I'll guess.
It works.
Yeah.
There we go.
Did you expect that margin of split?
No, but
Margin
also
victory.
knowing the context, it makes a little more sense.
Yeah. I'm glad I was here for this. This was a fun one.
That was a very fun race. I really enjoyed that. Hey, thank you so
That
much for joining today too.
Yeah, how long was this? Oh my god, 3 hours.
3 hours, 16 minutes. Actually, it was a little shorter than I thought it would be. The broadcast is running at 3 hours 31 right now.
Does the studio have any words?
Well, we'll need to give them a minute, but we'll just debrief here. For now, I mean, what did you think? What did you think of that one? How do you expect this will carry, and how do you expect this will carry into the playoffs? Considering, we have our field set now for the playoffs.
Wacky. All I can say.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, with that being said, we're gonna take you down to the Fans of Flame Studio with Ellie and Rasha for our post-race show. Ellie and Rasha, what do you two got for us down there as we debrief this one?
Well, that was a bit of a doozy at the end there. Fuel strategy deciding the way at the very end. And yeah, Yanfi Yanaga was the only car in the main pack that had the fuel to make it to the end. So that meant she won by 11.5 seconds over the 92 of Michele Yataka. Yataka winning the in-season tournament, falling 1 spot short of making the playoffs there. Rest of your top 10 looking there: Marisha Vebels, Mika Gennaro, Andrea Davison, Taylor Happerman, Arinia Tosama, Carly Byrne, Felicia Vancy, who will punch her ticket to the playoffs with that 9th place finish, and Gabi Abriella rounding out the top 10.
Yeah.
I mean, Ellie, what do you think of that finish? We had a fairly calm race at the end. I think that last car. I think we didn't have. I don't think we had another caution after the one that closed out our mid-race report, and that kind of set the tone for the rest of the race there.
Honestly, even though the race was relatively calm, it was still kind of thrilling to watch. That crash really kind of just changed the entire race towards the end. It really made the field kind of spread out, and it just everybody got separated into their own packs, and it was kind of really fun to watch everybody just try and pace themselves to hang on to that main pack. It was interesting to see Yennefer Yanaga just pull away with that win like that.
Yeah. I mean, Yanaga was kind of minding her own business in that was kind of just minding herself in that main pack where everyone else. So there wasn't really any signs, I don't think, that any car in particular was really trying to maximize fuel saving or doing anything like that. So I think it was a bit of a
did not look like a factor there.
Yeah, I think it was just a bit of a Well, at least from from outside appearances, they were all probably trying to fuel save in some form or another.
I think one of the most interesting takeaways from the race is that there were 73 lead changes.
That is quite a lot, obviously.
That is a
expected for a plate race like this, but I think it helps as well that everyone was just kind of giving each other the lead, basically. And that last run, obviously, one part of fuel saving on a plate track is that you want to stay kind of in the middle of the pack, so you kind of want to be boxed in because and that way you're minimizing the amount of air that you're braking past, and that helps you save up that extra little bit of fuel. And so everyone was kind of just trading the lead back and forth a little bit, kind of just a. kind of just a whatchamacallit, kind of letting each other kind of take a few laps in the lead.
Yeah.
And that kind of, because of that, we're going to get a lot of cars getting that extra bonus point for leading a race. I want to see how many leaders we had. Got 72 lead changes. I wonder how many drivers led a lap in this race. That's probably going to be quite a lot.
But overall, I'm really glad I was here for this race. This was a very eventful and very interesting race to watch.
Yeah. Not too much to talk about from a racing standpoint because, well, that's just kind of me when it comes to plate races. There's not nearly... It's, when it comes to plate racing, it's all about kind of managing that, kind of, actually all about race management and kind of putting yourself in all the right places. Yeah. And part of that is when the race becomes a fuel saving race like that is to just make sure that you find yourself in a place where you can stay out at the very end, because I think the one time where it is probably worth it to try to stay out as long as possible at a I do think it is probably worth it to try to stay out as long as possible in a plate race scenario, simply because of the way the pack kind of tends to split up when you have a long green flag run like that. And the only way we were gonna have that fuel strategy race was if we went green all the way to the end, which we ended up having. So with the way the pack starts to thin out at the end, it makes sense. I think that makes sense that a lot of these drivers were trying to stay out till the very end, only coming in with about 3 or so laps to go at the very least.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you're really gonna want to just burn that fuel as much as you can, really, to just make sure your track position is where you want to be. I mean, you're not gonna be really worried about your fuel when you're that down to the teeth of the end of the race. Like you're down to 2, 3, 4, 5 laps. You're not really worried about how much fuel you have, and if you're not paying attention to it, then it could end up messing you up. But as we saw in the end, it was really just it came down to just sticking it out, and the 46 car just stuck it out as long as she could, and I think that was the play to make there. Now I don't know if you would have benefited from an earlier pit stop, like well before that happened, when that one crash happened. Depending on when you pitted there, I think that's really what set it in motion for the 46 to win.
Perhaps, yeah. And while we're waiting on the playoff seeding here, obviously it's all going to be down to same system that we had in the Continental Series, 2 points for winning the regular season championship. Yappy Madison will put herself up on 2,002 points. Everyone else will have bonus points based on the number of wins they had. This notably means that Jocelyn and Nihil dropped from second to, I don't know, about the middle to the back of the of the playoff pack. And of course, everyone else, pretty much everyone else will be ahead because pretty much everyone else is in because of wins, outside of Felicia Vancy. So it'll be Vancy and Nihil rounding up the back of the playoff grid to kick off the playoffs here. Let's take a look at the schedule for that as well. Our first round of the playoffs in the Windows Cup Series is going to be similar, but not exactly, not the same as our Continental schedule. We will be going to North Wilkesboro in Kansas alongside the Continental Series, but Cup will end up going to Watkins Glen for round 33. So the end of the first round, the elimination race in the first round of the playoffs is going to be a road course race, which is going to be really interesting. I think that's going to be something to behold. Just based on all the strategies that can happen, and Watkins Glen is always a fun road course for stock cars to go to race on, because we've seen plenty of iconic moments with stock cars at Watkins Glen, and we're hoping for something similar here too as well. in the race coming up there.
Yeah, I'm excited to see them hit the track at Watkins Glen. Now that we're finally in the playoffs, this is going to be a really great playoff. Just the playoffs are going to be really great, given the drivers we have in here are a great set of drivers. They're very interesting to watch. They have their own dynamics and their own quirks and what they're good at here. I'm really interested.
Yeah, the rest of the playoffs is again pretty much similar, except for with the notable exception of Kern County being replaced by another road course, Laguna Seca. That's a racetrack that a bit unfamiliar, I think, if you follow the stock car racing scene, but Laguna Seca is one of the iconic tracks in the West Coast, more known for IndyCar and sports car racing than stock cars. But I'm really intrigued to see how that's gonna shape up if when the Cup Series ends up going there in a few months' time, I think. But otherwise, it's about the same when it comes to variety. Compared to the Continental Series, just a bit lighter on the short tracks, but still still a lot of variation. We have our drafting tracks like Oregon and especially Talladega, of course. Atlanta's in that as well. A couple of short tracks, North Wilkesboro and Martinsville. Rockingham is also there, and a lot of intermediates as well. Kansas, and of course our finale at Homestead, Miami. So lots of different racetracks for our playoff field to tackle here. And as we look at our playoff grid, Aridia Tuzama with her 4 wins will be seated first for the playoffs here. Brianna Laud second with her 3 wins. Lots of drivers on 2 and 1 points, and then Jocelina Nihale and Felicia Vancy rounding out the field 19th. So big drop for the 64, going from 2nd to 19th in with a drop of a pin there. That's how unforgiving the playoff seeding is here, but it also makes it so that everyone has a chance here. There is absolutely nowhere is safe here. Tosama can drop out of the playoffs with a few bad races as well. Fancy and Nihil can move right back up with a good race. They've been fairly consistent those two have been fairly consistent in the run up to the playoffs, so we'll see if they can keep that form up, because they're going to need it here in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, and I'm definitely looking forward to the tracks as well. I mean, we've got some interesting tracks. We've got Atlanta. Atlanta's going to be
Atlanta's going to be fun. That'll be in the 3rd round.
Yeah, that is going to be a great track. As well as Talladega is always really fun. That's going to be an interesting track to see them hit.
Yeah. All right. Any last words here before I send it right back to Echo for the to close out the broadcast?
I think that's it.
Yeah. All right. With that, it's been a pleasure having you guys here in the studio with us. I've been Rasha. Thank you, Ellie, for joining us again here in the FanDuel Fan Studio. We'll see you guys next week at North Wilkesboro, and with that, we'll send you over to Echo again.
Yeah, and a very, very fun race here from Pensacola. We got the playoffs coming up, and the 20 drivers in the playoffs all going to focus on something much more important over the next 3 races, trying to get their chances at a championship even further. Next week, we're at North Wilkesboro for both Continental and Cup. We hope to see you there for what will be no doubt a very fun race from the North Wilkesboro Speedway in North Carolina. All right, on behalf of Ali Rasha and Data Dragon, I'm Echo. Thank you so much for joining me tonight here from